that's all you get before YouTube tries to take this video down.
Yeah, right? Or any words cut off.
We do not own the rights to this music. We do have our own song, courtesy of my boy Ari, but we wasn't playing it today. What up, world? I'm your host, King Phenom. Am I Phenom? Yes,
you
I
are
am.
Phenom.
Look, it's so many kings around here. I can't get it all straight. Welcome to the first official episode of the Blurred Perspective in the new year.
Yep.
Like due to some things and due to the holidays, me and Sirius wasn't able to do the show the way we wanted to. And Sirius, he was just like, "You want to start off fresh in New Year?" I was like, "Yeah, but we gotta do this shit big."
That conversation also happened exactly the way he said it. Facts.
Factoid. That's a factoid.
Facts.
So he was like, "Man, what you thinking?" I said, "Let's introduce the world to the rest of the kings." So we already know Kingz Showtime right here. In the back right there, we got my man Kingz Showtime. Like over to his right, we got my boy King Hypno.
Hypno, what's up, y'all? How you doing out there?
And last but very not least, we got my boy Kingz Nightmare.
Yup. What up, y'all? Happy New Year.
I don't know why I keep moving like I'm blocking Nightmare, but I got my own camera. Like I keep doing this.
I think I'm in frame.
Yeah, no, you in frame. I'm cutting a little bit out of Sirius's like his beard, but everybody else is in frame. What? Hey, I tried to get you to move back. You don't
First time the Kings are here. We need our screen time.
Deadly, what's good? King Deadly's in the chat.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time since we've all been together. Like since we all.
Yes, it has.
We are the Kickback Kings. Ain't had no kickbacks last year.
We changing that this year. We getting back to it. We getting back to our origin this year. Kickbacks.
We had kickbacks, but they was online.
Very true.
We have virtual kickbacks.
Constant gaming.
Don't nobody want to hear that.
I have missed these guys a lot. It's been like a rough, not necessarily a rough year, but I will say
It's been a trying year.
Yeah, trying year. But this year, like I definitely look forward to kicking it with these guys so much more. World, y'all just don't understand. It's a lot deeper than just a lot of friendships and all of these. This is a brotherhood.
It's family.
It's deeper than rap.
Yeah, deeper than rap.
Yeah, well, I want to say the exact same thing.
Deeper than rap.
Let y'all know.
You know what I'm saying? So like he said, it's gonna be a good year for us and all that. I look to make more appearances on this podcast, hopefully in the future and all that. You know, bring in a different type of audience out there, ladies. How y'all doing?
Oh, hey, what is he looking
at? You know, but still.
Yo, he's standing at the computer trying to look at himself. Like, what are you doing, bro?
We on this one. Where we at, baby?
I'm gonna help y'all a little bit, though. You want to see what you look like? I'm gonna try to help y'all a little bit.
Go ahead.
That's all I see. Yeah, so you know.
To the camera like he a villain taking over the news here.
So all of y'all out there, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, I'm here, ladies. Oh man. Hey, dog, I miss this though. Like just sitting back shooting the shit.
No question.
I was like this whole podcast, all of this started based on just us sitting around kicking the back.
Yep.
Like as much as I would say that, you know, I basically run shit around here, this was never my idea. I'm just the one that's like, all right, let's just do it.
For years and years, yo, we should all do something. We should do a podcast or something for years.
2 years later,
it finally came through.
we here.
It is a delay with the video. It's supposed to be like that. I just say that in case Hypno's trying to figure out why when you do this.
It's cool.
You don't have
How come my smile ain't matching up?
like they need to see this.
It ain't blinking like.
Damn narcissist. I do want to say though, y'all brought this dream to reality.
Yes.
We talked about it for a long time, like you said, and y'all put in the work.
Big ass meetings.
Y'all made it happen though, bro, and it's dope. Like everything y'all put together is fire. I watched all the joints. Y'all chemistry, we already knew the chemistry was on point because we family, but I commend y'all, man. Glad to finally be here making it happen.
Hey, look, man, it's 2019. I said I wasn't gonna do no crying this year.
Don't do it.
So
Don't you do it.
you need you
Not
to relax.
Don't do it. But like for the most part, like I didn't have any real topics for today. I just really just wanted to kick back, chill.
Kickback.
Yeah, chill with my
do how we
fellow
do.
kings. You know, let you know about, I guess, the end of 2018, since we didn't really do anything at the end of 2018.
Right.
You know, reflect back on the stuff that we liked, the stuff we didn't like. You know, talk about the things that we looking forward to.
Venom was a good movie.
Oh, we gonna attack that early.
Boom.
Oh, this is where we gonna go? All right, we coming right off the break because apparently, out of the 5 of us, I am the only person who thought Venom was a bad movie.
Okay, so
You lose, bro. I'm sorry.
So a few episodes back, when Venom first hit theaters, Phenom went to go see it, and we had the show, and he gave his official review of what he thought of the movie.
I gave it a 4.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
Out of 10. He gave it a 4 out of 10.
That joint was way better than a 4 out of 10.
It's a 4 out of 10, dog.
Now I don't know.
Phenom.
I don't know. I'm sure we've seen it.
If I gave Batman versus Superman a 5, and I think that Venom was worse than that.
Set the bar too
See,
high, dog.
people shit on that movie too. I wasn't mad at Batman.
Nah,
It could have
I
been
was a
better.
little.
Yes.
I was a little mad at Batman.
I walked out hyped.
Could've
But the
been
more I
better.
sat
I
back
hated
and I thought
Suicide
about the movie,
Squad.
the more I got. I would rather sit back. I could rather sit back and watch Suicide Squad 3
Oh
times in a
my
row than I
God.
would ever want to watch Batman versus Superman ever again in my life.
And I agree with that.
Like
I agree with that. Like I probably won't watch Batman versus Superman again.
Justice League then.
I probably won't watch that again.
Yeah,
either.
nah, I watch Suicide Squad. Look, I put it like this. I'll jump.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't leave anything impressionable on me at
When
all.
it comes to Justice League, the only thing in Justice League I'll skip to when they resurrected Superman.
That was a cool
Like,
scene.
cause
That's what I remember.
Oh wait, Justice League is number 2.
that was
That shit
the
was fire.
Huh?
Yeah, because I'm
It
definitely
was the
thinking Batman versus
Oh,
Superman.
yeah.
yeah, like
Superman, like-
that one scene, and I guess I would say probably like the last big fight scene. Like if you got like a nice TV and whatnot, I can rewatch that. But other than that, I can sit through Suicide Squad from beginning to end, and I was like, you know
I've
what,
only
this
seen
is
that
dumb,
once,
but it
but-
is what it is.
I did not like that movie.
I didn't think it was bad. I just took it for what it was. Like
There was so many plot holes. The pacing was weird.
I think I just look at a lot of these superhero shows and movies as like their own world. Like some of them they're not gonna always be canon. Just treat them like their own separate comic, and I think you can enjoy it a lot more, like for what it is.
Just like
Enjoy
an
the movie.
individual story
Yeah, just,
in a
just
comic
enjoy
book.
it for what it is. That
And
world,
that's
and then
kind of
I didn't
that's
go into
kind of what I
expecting
tried to
all that,
do,
'cause people were
but
shitting on it so much.
that's kind of what I tried to do. But then at the same time with Suicide Squad, real quick, it was just before that movie came out, they came out with the Batman Assault on Arkham, and it's like
Yeah.
Not fair.
nah, you shouldn't have came out with that movie first.
but we all know that
Like, don't-
DC animated movies
like,
are
don't-
way better.
But when you have like such excellent source material, you should
But-
pull from that source material, and
Just
it
a little bit.
yeah, just a little bit.
DC
Aquaman
didn't.
does.
DC didn't do what Marvel did. They didn't build their universe properly. Now they're taking shortcuts and trying to introduce all these big name characters at one time.
Trying to catch up.
Yeah, and it's just not working. Like they should really just pool all their money into the animated movies, and it'll be a lot better.
And then release those in theaters.
Yeah.
They live action joints.
Forget them. Do TV shows. The TV shows are better than the
Yep.
movies.
TV shows, they do kill Marvel in the TV
Yeah.
show. Front.
yeah,
They
I see you say Young
Alright.
Justice back.
Phenom said Young Justice was back.
all right.
only 3 episodes though.
Yeah, I think like
Real
2 or
quick,
3 episodes.
too,
Right
I
now.
like that theory that movie Life was like a prequel. From
It
Venom.
should have been.
That's a
It
dope
should have
theory,
been.
yeah.
It was
You
great.
know what? If they started Venom right after right where
It
life
damn near
ended,
did.
I probably wouldn't be as
That was
mad at
tight.
Venom.
I'd have been on board for
How
that.
about not everybody seen Life?
Oh.
Right? So
Now you can still be
Yeah,
surprised
boy.
with that though. You can still be
Hold
surprised.
on,
with
time
that.
out. So what's the rule for spoilers? What's the
Man,
age
you
of
get 2
spoilers?
years.
2 years?
2 years.
I haven't seen shit. Right? Let's just leave it.
2
at that.
years. Once it becomes free
Seen nothing.
online, you got a limited window before
The kids
spoilers is
also
just.
We here at the Blur Perspective do not condone watching movies via illegal streaming.
No,
Not at
what
all.
was that?
Never that.
I'm talking about
Mm-mm.
Amazon.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Streaming. I'm talking about like Netflix,
Google.
Amazon.
And Hulu.
Yes, those. Once it hit Netflix and Amazon, if you ain't seen it, then spoilers don't really count as
It's like-
spoilers anymore.
I do
It's
hate
on something.
spoilers.
It's not.
It's on Vudu?
It's not.
I don't
It's
have
on.
Well, he'd have to
But
buy
ain't
it for
Netflix.
Voodoo, and he's not gonna
Who
buy
wants
it.
to buy it?
Right.
Sirius just got come through with his Xbox one day. He got access to my voodoo. Cause I can't give y'all all access to my voodoo because after a while, it's just like too many accounts. I mean, too many users on one account.
How you logged in 5 different places at once?
I think the limit's like 8 devices. So that's just like you got 4 PlayStations, 2 Xboxes, a TV. Now you're trying to add a tablet. Nah, nigga, you done. It's like all right, whatever.
Somebody gonna get mad if they got kicked off.
Yeah. Cause sure enough, I will be going through. I'll be like, when was this added? I don't even know what this is. Man, but anyway, I'll let you. I'll take the Venom heat. I will take the Venom heat. Like I said, I thought that
party, bro.
I'm gonna let you take that heat because you know when it comes to movies, and shows, pretty much whatever you say, I'm like, oh yeah, Phenom.
4 out of 10.
Phenom knows what he's talking about. I'll let him have that.
What you get?
Nah,
I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I give it movies.
I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5 out of 10.
I give it movies.
Like watch it. You'll probably never want to watch it again. One up from his review. No, his 4 out of 10 is like don't even bother watching it. My 5 out of 10 is like
that's like a 5. I wouldn't watch it.
People watch
I didn't say don't watch it, but I even still encourage you to watch it.
I'll give it a shot.
I just said it was a bad movie.
yeah, you was like watch it so you can see how bad it is.
I mean, I own the movie. I'm not watching it again, but I own it.
I felt no.
I mean, I think everybody's seen it, so if you
Everybody
ain't seen
has
it,
seen it,
if
so-
you ain't seen it online, just go ahead and
It's available.
Spoiler alert.
Hey, what up, Phil? Yeah, like if you ain't seen it, go ahead. When I do this, that means you can unmute, but for right now, mute because we getting into some spoiler territory.
I still never understand that signal. So we're not talking about spoilers.
So when I do this, that means the time is over and you can unmute.
So how they know we going into this world?
Cause I'm about to say right now, mute your shit in 3, 2, 1. Spoilers.
All right.
But yeah, man, for me, the same way he's just like Suicide Squad and the pacing and whatnot. The pacing of this just wasn't that great for me, and it was doing too much in such a short time frame. I can't get over that.
Okay.
I would say the villain could have been a little better too.
Granted, all that happening in a night, a bit far-fetched, a bit unrealistic. No, like the bond between Venom and Brock, they were damn near best friends at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Like
I told you, that's what happens with the symbiote.
Not in no 45 hours. Not in no 45
No,
hours.
I would be willing to forgive that if they said it in the
You
movie.
get a virus, right?
So
It
when
take
you
like probably 2
when you
3
say
hours
that-
for virus to kick in,
The virus
then
ain't gonna-
you sick for like 24 hours.
And this is more than
Right?
And that symbiote
So
left
that's-
going and they got
you know
all
what
the
I'm saying?
emotions.
y'all getting into a lot of pseudoscience that's not in the movie.
I'm not too keen on the details, but when they was doing the experiments with the other symbiotes, did they not say how fast it's supposed to kick in or anything like that?
I mean, I don't know how fast it's supposed to
killing all
but
the
no,
other
and once again, it still comes down to the pacing as well. Cause think about it. In the beginning, when the chick with the ambulance, she got infected, and then it infected the little old lady, and then it took the little old lady like 3 months to get from wherever she was to the airport, and then but they talk about how quick the symbiote runs through your body and destroys you.
But wasn't she probably weak then?
It can adapt. If for certain people, it was able to adapt. And like if it had that bond with you, so it probably had the bond with the lady. And then as her time was coming to
That's
an
what
end,
symbiotes
like,
are.
alright, I
They
gotta
look for that
bounce.
perfect host.
Nah.
And
No,
it just
you wanna know
happened to be
how?
the
No, you
host.
wanna know how? Because even the director said that part didn't make sense.
Oh.
Well, hey,
No,
Technically,
When the director says it didn't
We gonna
make sense,
fact check this or we just gonna take
I mean, it's you can't
that
make
sound
a
like
guy take
Goku
it.
armor right there. That was some plot armor facts that he just threw down.
You know, I'm about to say, Showtime seen the show enough to know. He's like, when it comes to my random facts,
Yeah, you can't really argue.
I don't do
And
that.
that's how I felt about Venom until while watching Venom, I was like, this is a pretty good movie. Like not that it's a pretty good movie, but like I'm enjoying myself.
The joint that messed me up was when it went to the girl when she got it from the dog,
Yeah.
and then she went and found him.
Right.
Like how that joint stay in her somehow. So was she compatible too? That shit was dope to me, but
They just kept breaking their own rules.
How do you figure out how do you really figure out who's compatible? I was like,
where the
because
experiments came from.
Because yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But they showed the experiments, and they had no way of figuring out who was compatible. They were just going through person. And they
had to
like
code too.
But I'm like, so what?
Again,
like,
that's what experiments are for.
Like,
So you can get compiled data so that you know.
I think because in the end, the Carlton Drake dude was just like, you know.
Right.
I say that because in the end, the Carlton Drake dude was just like, you know what? He bonded with Ryan's like, how do you know that wasn't gonna kill you? Like they was like you ain't all this testing y'all been doing for months. Like how did you know that wasn't gonna kill you?
Facts. No, I get it.
It's true. Comic book magic, man.
But normally it always...
it's just them ignoring their own plot.
That psychic ability he had when the dude was about to abort the mission and he just turned like back facing the dude and everything. Then the dude was quietly typing. You couldn't even hear him type.
That dude must have had the worst death in that whole movie. And I don't think...
Which one?
The dude that he was trying to sabotage the rocket, and he was typing, and then Drake turns around and stabs him with the big ass. I was like, man, did this dude warrant this death? That shit was
just, like,
bad.
Away from the computer.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Wood Harris post credit scene.
I did.
With this,
the Woody Harrelson.
I thought that was great.
So
Dally said he felt like they could have done more in Venom.
There will be carnage. Like, come on.
That was too cheesy, and the hairpiece from Woody Harrelson was too much.
Yes,
that was
I agree with that.
Like I could have gone lifetimes without ever seeing Woody Harrelson in that damn week.
I'm a Woody Harrelson fan. White man carrying the job all
I mean, I'm a fan. Like, shoot.
No, I think he can pull off. I think he looked ridiculous as Cassidy, but I think he can pull it off.
In one of our segments, what we're looking forward to this year, like some Woody Harrelson's in is on my list. So
what's that?
I don't want to say it yet just because we ain't there yet. But so we done with the spoiler part of Venom.
Yeah,
Venom
that was a long time.
So now time's
back in. So whoever was watching for like 2-3 minutes, they now know they can
probably did unmute that shit. They probably walked away.
I mean,
forever.
Some people might be like me, like I don't mind a spoiler. I still go see a movie.
Why?
I'm the type of person where I used to read stuff. Like I could watch a movie, I was like, all right, this is getting kind of slow, and I feel like I'm about to stop watching it. So I'll go and read ahead.
I wish I knew what happened at the end to keep me in this movie.
That's literally happened to me. Like I'm sitting at a desk, I read what's about to happen. Like, oh, you know what? I want to see how they actually do this. So now I'm gonna keep watching the movie.
Y'all ever watch a movie and it started getting so bad? You're like, I just gotta finish this joint just to see.
Yes, the Last Airbender. I did that.
I really watched the Last Airbender,
and it hurt every second of that movie. Really, the Last Airbender. Every second of that movie hurt.
The joint that made M. Night Shyamalan go high for like 30 years.
That joint wasn't great.
It was trash.
But it wasn't like if you don't know nothing about it.
No,
like,
even for a standalone movie, it was a bad movie.
Oh, that shit was tight. I was like,
you're not a fan.
No,
this isn't my movie.
No, I seriously.
I give it to you because you know nothing about
No, I think even for a standalone movie, it was bad. Like even if you knew nothing,
you rate movies differently than everybody else.
No, and because of that, I try to see from like all angles. That's how I'm able to enjoy Venom.
You remember that TV show?
A little bit more than he did.
Stinks.
But
that movie like that. Dang.
I ain't like Last Airbender.
Last Airbender was trash.
Yeah, that was bad. Whether you're a fan or not, that movie was bad.
My man Jody, he described perfectly how I felt about Venom. My man said it's like you getting a hand job from a girl, and the hand job is really, really terrible. But you just sit through and let it happen anyway, hoping that it gets better. When he said that, that's how I knew it wasn't just me. Cause I saw
it wasn't that bad. That's bad.
That is bad.
Eventually, you're not going to be at attention no more. After a while, you're going to be like, damn,
right. You know how you see something and you want to make sure that it's not just you. Like when I saw his review afterwards and that was the first thing he said, I was like, okay, it's not just me. I wasn't just the only one. And I don't even agree with his reviews 95% of the time. But the fact that me and him agreed on that, I was like, all right, I know I'm not crazy.
Like that movie before the technical difficulty with the audio, Sin City. No, Spirit.
Oh, Spirit was trash.
Yeah, that was a bad movie.
And I probably get a 1 from me.
And I really wanted to like that movie.
It don't even deserve a rating from me.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm glad I did.
Oh man, but so there you have it. It's 80% plus Venom, like 20% like minus Venom. I'm sticking with my 4. I tried to rewatch it again at work, and I just skipped to the fight scene, and even then I was like, it's alright still. The only thing I liked about that fight scene was when they first introduced Riot, and he was just like that's Riot. He got some shit you ain't never seen. That shit made me laugh. I ain't gonna lie.
I did chuckle at that.
Then when he pulled out the little J, he's like, told you.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah, I chuckled at that one. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I probably won't watch it again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll probably, unless I'm walking by, like,
Oh,
I have to.
oh well, yeah, you ain't see that.
Like I said, I got it. Only reason I got it is just because I'm a movie.
And maybe the second time around you might enjoy it.
I already got
like that movie.
I said I tried to watch it again. Yeah. I said I tried to watch it, and I still just skipped to the end.
You might have to watch it in like a mystery science theater.
You can be a bad movie and have good spots. I'll admit, Venom did have some good spots, but overall, to me, it was still a bad movie.
I like that motorcycle chase scene. Anybody else like that? I like that scene.
I was laughing because someone pointed out just how they like all they really did was just show the same scene over at different angles because they kept pointing out how one particular location kept showing up at like there's the sign.
Oh no, I had to rewatch that scene. That's funny.
Yeah, you ruined Ghostbusters. Now I'm ruining Buster. This man ruined Ghostbusters for me. Yeah, Bill Murray just phoned it in. Just look at it.
Hey, look, now you can recognize when other actors are phoned it in. Pretty much Bruce Willis movies.
Bruce Willis life. I hope that's not the way it is.
Oh, what if he does though? I'd be pissed if he phones in Glass. I'm gonna be pissed.
McAvoy and Jackson might be enough to lift him past that.
Hopefully.
But so what other movies? So not everyone saw Into the Spider-Verse though, right?
Or Aquaman.
Unfortunately not. Aquaman was amazing though.
Just know that joint is dope.
I'm not gonna give any spoilers.
DC Jack catching up with that one.
I'm just gonna say.
That's what I heard.
I'm just gonna say what I told everyone here so far. In my opinion, the worst comic book movie of 2018 was Venom by Sony. In my opinion, the best comic book movie in 2018 by Sony was Into the Spider-Verse.
Well, how many other movies by Sony?
Was there many Sony?
Huh?
Were there many?
It wasn't a lot of.
There's only 2.
Right.
No, what I mean is, what I'm saying is, out of all the comic book movies that came out this year.
Okay, so the best superhero movie.
I'm saying out of Aquaman, Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom, and Into the Spider-Verse. Sony owns the best movie of 2018,
and the worst.
Of 2018 and the worst movie.
Good cleanup.
That's what I mean. Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse. I seen that 3 times already.
Oh shit.
I would have.
It's like close to 2 hours.
Man, about maybe just 2 hours. About
AMC Stuff Pass. If I ain't paying, then I need.
I've been thinking about signing up.
If I want to, yeah, it's like you right down the street from an AMC,
Right.
so that ain't.
I did not work right by one too.
Yeah,
so.
like that's what I do. I just go to movies at night sometimes.
Tuesday.
A lot of times, if y'all don't.
we about to do a plug.
I go right after work. I ain't got no problem.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, if you're a movie lover like Phenom here, but you just don't want to pay $11, $12 to $17 to go catch a movie in standard 3D or IMAX, consider joining the AMC's A-List program. That's what I do. You can see up to 3.
You got ads, bro?
Man, he's trying.
You can see up to 3. You can see up to 3 movies a week, all for the up to 3 movies a week, all for the one low monthly price of $21.95 plus tax.
Facts.
Well done.
Hey, all I have to say is I used it to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp in the summertime in IMAX. That was a $17 ticket.
That was a good movie.
Like, so if I had seen one other movie, it'd already paid for itself. No, I'm sorry. I like the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I'm just waiting.
The same way I would just kind of take yourself back from Venom. I do the same thing with Ant-Man because the first Ant-Man kind of already set the tone to like it's not going to be on an epic grand scale. So
that's why I always come out after everything else.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Paul.
I'm not saying it was a bad movie, and I also enjoyed watching it while I was watching it. But after the movie, when I thought about it, I would have appreciated more of a dire situation from the overall theme of what's happening outside of that city.
So because of Infinity War, that's the reason why I didn't want such a dire situation. Yeah. I was just like, my emotions was already wrecked thanks to Infinity War. I was like, I need something like kind of lift me up a little bit. Infinity War wrecked
I'm watching this, Joe, and I'm like, do y'all know what the fuck is going on outside of this there's bigger things happening right now, and I'm focusing on this.
It was the same thing with the first Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man took place after what? After Age of Ultron, I think.
Didn't they say something about like when
the first Ant-Man I think took place after Age of Ultron. If I could be mistaken, but like it was just a heist film. Like, that's all you need right there. I just sometimes when like the stakes are so high, the next one you just need to like.
Didn't they mention like Black Panther father dying or something in the movie?
Did they?
Like in the beginning, like it was like on the TV or something. It was like on the news.
Oh, probably.
Huh?
But yeah, that's why I appreciate like the way I just like I tried to go back and to watch Venom again, and I just had to just skip to a fight scene. Nah, I've sat back and I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp like at least 3 or 4 times.
Not that many times.
I mean, here, like if I ain't got nothing to do, I'll put it on and I'll let it play like while I'm doing laundry or like playing with the dog or something like that. I can like sit back and like let it play, and like it's cool. I like this.
I don't know. It's one of my least favorites of the Marvel movies.
To me, it's
above Thor 2.
2? To me, it's above both.
2 was
To me, it's
horrible.
above every Thor except Ragnarok.
That's what Thor 2.
Is that 2?
Yeah.
You guys just say Thor 2 now. I mean,
they casted Paul Rudd perfect.
Yeah,
he killed it.
Oh yeah.
Because Paul Rudd is such a likable guy, and it's just like he's just a likable guy. So when he's in a role of a loser, he's just like, oh, I just want to see you win.
Right.
That's all it is.
It's terrible. This guy's such a loser.
When you just think where he's at emotionally, he's like, I just want you want you to.
That's kind of harsh, dog. Damn, this guy's such a loser.
Is that a typecast for him?
He's a lovable person. That's what.
Lovable loser.
That's the type.
When I think about it,
I can't think of any other movie where he's not.
The first movie I remember him in was a joint called Overnight Delivery, and that's pretty much what he was, a lovable loser. Then, well, what else?
Was it not?
Was it the best? Was it like My Best Friend or The Best Man or something?
Nah.
Or Yes Man? The joint when he was getting married and he ain't have no male best friend. And
I Love You Man.
Yeah, I Love You Man. And so he started getting real close to the tall dude from How I Met Your Mother and Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I don't think I saw that movie.
I think I see it. But
I know he was talking about.
One of those was a sequel to 40-Year-Old Virgin or something like that.
But yeah, even in 40-Year-Old Virgin, you it's just like him and his wife, the kids. We really ain't got no time. Not the 40-Year-Old Virgin. No.
That was another movie.
Knocked Up. He just kind of felt sorry for him. I was like, we try to keep the spark, but so hard and this and that. All these kids, I'm trying to. It's like you feel for him, man.
What's that other movie he was in? What the only thing I can remember is the Minotaur. They had a truck.
Oh, Role Models.
Role Models.
That shit is hilarious.
With the little, I don't want to see your dick.
That shit is hilarious.
Reindeer games.
Yeah, it was like reindeer games. It's like this trying to touch my Johnson. He's like, no, I'm not trying to touch his Johnson.
They're trying to get Lauren to see that movie for the longest,
You seen that? That dream without 4 minutes.
I know.
Oh, if you want, I got it on Blu-ray if you want to borrow it.
I think
I got plenty of stuff.
We gonna say like what was our favorite movies of 2018? Our favorite movie of 2018.
I mean, what was like if I had the.
I would say Age of Ultron. I mean not Age of Ultron. Infinity War.
That's of all the movies that you've seen.
I gotta look and see what movies came out in 2018.
Because I don't know what else came out.
It would probably. I want to say Black Panther, but the thing about Black Panther that brings it down. The thing about Black Panther that always brings it down for me is that final fight.
That final fight was so
whack. I keep saying I loved Black Panther for the culture, Wakanda forever. But Infinity War was the better movie. Like Black Panther needed way more fight scenes.
It's what I said with Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
They need way more.
Black Panther overall is the better movie, like as far as like the story and all that. But Infinity War was just more entertaining and also had a good story.
Deadpool 2 was this past year too.
Yeah. Oh man, I love.
I didn't even watch that thing.
What?
That's what happens when we're on link, man.
I didn't watch that
Shit,
thing.
man, in the future, this is about just come to Phenom Talk. Just assume I had the movie, cause I do.
No shit.
Let's see. Not my favorite movie last year, but Ready Player One was a great movie.
I heard that.
Oh man, this dude, I think it was just a pop culture overload. Cause he saw it here in 4K at my. He was like, "Is that?"
I had a fucking blast watching that movie.
Ready Player One, if you don't see Ready Player One in theaters, you need the 4K version with a good 4K TV.
I didn't even watch it in theaters, and I still enjoyed that.
The last half an hour, like that whole third act of that movie,
I still enjoyed it.
Was.
That's how you know it was good.
He said this movie was so great that I haven't even seen it, and I'm putting it in my top 5 of 2018.
All right. Anchorman. We forgot Anchorman.
Yeah, the third act of that movie.
I forgot about
The
that.
third act of that jump was like crazy good.
Where is my Ready Player One?
I felt like a little ass kid. I'm sitting on this couch like, yo, that's shit, that's yo, like I was tripping out, dog. Yeah, that movie was good.
Predator
Trash. Now that's the movie right there when y'all said I wanted to stop.
I'm gonna say this.
Watch that shit.
As much as I shitted on Venom,
No.
Predator was
Trash. Yes, you will enjoy that movie on mute. I promise. Watch it on mute. It is so much
I am a
better.
victim of collections. Because the only reason I have that movie is because I have all the other Predator movies.
Haven't seen that one either, so.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. So my top 5 movies in no order for 2018 would have to go Black Panther, Infinity War, Black Klansman, Ready Player One. What would be my 5th?
That's the order?
Not in no particular order. It might be Halloween just because I like horror movies.
It's really good, man.
Like
Hereditary was a better.
I haven't even seen that yet.
It's way better.
I haven't even.
22 was fire.
Oh, you know what? Scratch that. Mission Impossible.
Not 22.
Oh man, Mission Impossible was dope.
I missed that too.
Oh man.
Uncle Drew was
Dang,
surprised.
we got the out.
Yeah, Uncle Drew was
Did
surprisingly
y'all
good.
watch not Arrow? Robin Hood? Anybody seen that?
Nah, I ain't want to see. I ain't want
Talking
to
about
see.
the one with the dude from Kingsman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see just
IGN shitted on that
I
Jane.
like the first Kingsman better than the second one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hereditary.
It's good, man. If you
Sorry
like
to Bother You was actually good. I liked it.
who?
Sorry to Bother You, the joint with
Oh yeah,
Stanfield.
that's my man.
Yeah, that was actually a good
I ain't
one.
seen it. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
Solo to get on Netflix. So I
Oh,
can
man.
watch that.
Solo, I think was a better movie than what people were saying about it.
That's why
Like,
they were Netflix.
I can kind of understand why it bombed, but it wasn't that.
I saw it and I didn't know that it bombed until after I watched it, and I was like,
That's news to me. I didn't know.
why
it
did it?
bombed.
I was like, why did it bomb? Granted, it wasn't as serious as Rogue One.
Like to me,
Oh yeah, that's because
to me,
everybody was
Solo
gonna die.
was-
We knew everybody was
Yeah,
gonna die.
right.
One.
To
Right.
me, I just feel like it was some things like there was really no
Right.
Damn.
Other than
That's like Titanic. You know that ship is gonna sink.
Rogue One.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody dies. Damn it. It's like Pompeii. Okay, everybody dies. Shit.
You know, I was arguing with somebody about that. They was like, before the movie came out, they was like, I said, oh yeah, this must be about that team that got the Death Star plans, the whole team that got wiped out. And then I forgot who was arguing with. They was like, they don't all die. What are you talking about? I said, no, that's the team that got sent in to get the plans. They tell you in the early movies they didn't make it back.
Well, if you're a Star Wars fan and you saw the first movie, you know that no one that was around Leia made it back. So
Yeah.
Right.
why would you think the people who got the plans were alive? Like they destroyed that entire ship that she was on.
Was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 2018? Cause me and Sirius was talking about this, and I thought it was a great movie.
I wasn't mad.
Nah, me and Sirius on the same boat on that one.
It was a good movie.
What did I text you yesterday?
It was
He was-
good, dude.
I saw the movie. Yes, I saw the movie for the first time yesterday.
He saw it for the first time yesterday.
What did I text
He
you?
liked the movie,
But the ending.
until they got on land, until they got off the island. That's when all the BS started.
That
And
was
then that very ending. Oh man,
Showtime ain't seen it yet. He said he gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Eventually, I'm gonna watch it.
It's
I don't
good.
care if y'all spoil it.
It's an enjoyable watch.
There's a
It's an
little
enjoyable
bit of a
watch.
plot twist in there that even I can't spoil. All I gotta say is people are stupid and we deserve to die.
Isn't that all movies? Isn't that all movies with something tragic happen?
No, but this one right here. No.
I've seen a lot of movies. That is the most irresponsible movie I've ever seen in my life.
You can say in the first Jurassic Park, it's like, all right, they tried to build safeguards and keep you safe.
No, they never spend. You always should spend the most money on security at this situation.
But when you think about when you think about the first Jurassic Park, though, I'm talking about the original Jurassic Park. They tried a lot. It's just they had a saboteur. So
they did have
engines
fucking them up.
Thing to do right there.
That was just you just had an inside trader who just screwed you up. You couldn't act like that. Was just one of those things. Like
was that good old Norman?
Yeah. I mean the second one there's no excuse because the second one was when they let the T-Rex run around L.A. or San Diego.
Oh,
God.
They caught it.
That was irresponsible.
They
had to kidnap the child and drive the child around in a car.
First Purge wasn't bad.
It's like the first Purge was. In my opinion, everything after the original Purge was better than the first Purge.
Yes,
movie.
absolutely.
The original Purge, the concept was great. It just that's one of them things where it needs to be where the Purge always needs to be an open world movie.
Yeah, totally.
The first one was
that's when you're talking about.
No, you're talking about the first.
The very
first one that came out.
How was the last?
Oh, the first Purge I like.
Yeah,
I didn't see the
all black people should watch
I didn't see
the first Purge.
Yes.
Like the
all black
first
people.
Purge?
No,
What are you talking about?
the last Purge that came out. That's called the first Purge.
So from here on, we will acknowledge the original Purge is just the original Purge.
Right.
Okay.
And the first Purge is
the last
one that came out in 2018.
Every black person should watch the first Purge.
The TV show wasn't bad either. I watched the whole thing. I didn't mind it.
Stop.
There's a Purge TV show? There's a TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
It was good, and then I was just like,
USA.
I'm not trying to keep up with this.
It was on USA, which means it'll probably end up on Netflix eventually.
Hey, for those of you all watching, there's a list of movies or like a screen of movies that we're
looking at my voodoo collection.
Yeah, because you're just sitting here and everybody's like, oh yeah, Doom was pretty good. Oh yeah, First Purge is good. And they're like, well, what the what are they pointing at?
Wait. I don't think anybody has said Doom was good.
Y'all didn't like Doom?
Me, Sirius, and Cece, we enjoyed that movie.
I love Doom.
Remember when we saw it with Cece's nephew when he was young?
Yeah.
Try.
You didn't like Doom? You didn't like Doom?
It wasn't a great movie, but it was for what it was.
At that time where The Rock was in his career, that role was perfect for him.
That was the name that came
I
out
just
like
his little. I need
2007.
soldiers. That's the only part that was good.
Soldiers.
That was the only
You
good
didn't
part.
like how they did the
And they
first
making a
person in
remake
video
of that
games?
joint?
Right. You didn't like that? Come on, bro.
That was dope.
That was dope.
That was dope, especially at the end when he was fighting
the wheelchair jump?
The one in the wheelchair
with the chainsaw?
Yeah, that was dope.
Bruh.
I like that.
Question: was Bird Box this year or?
Yeah, it was
Deli said Doom was the shit at the time.
At that time?
At the
Doom
time,
was
it
good.
a lot of movies was the shit at that time.
What time was this?
Long time ago.
Let me know. Solo wasn't the shit at the time. When that thing come out? It came out.
Upgrade. So Upgrade
Doom came out
could have been
2005. Doom was a good movie.
Upgrade was almost in my top 5 of 20 of.
That's what Venom should have been.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
know
Venom
what?
should have
And
been.
that's another reason why I didn't like Venom. Because Upgrade, I feel, was a better version of Venom.
Well, I mean,
Like Tom
obviously you had
And
to
this
do
is
it different
This is a
from.
poor man's Tom Hardy. That's a poor man's Tom Hardy.
You have Logan.
Oh
Oh man, we just aired. All right. So So now since we're everywhere, we're now talking about the 2008 movie Upgrade, which I thoroughly liked. Upgrade was a movie.
2018.
2018. Yes, you're right.
Yes, 18. It was a very good movie.
Starring discount Tom Hardy, aka Logan Marshall Green.
Yes.
It is about.
You know what tripped me out? Because remember, I forgot who I talked to. That movie Devil. For the longest, I thought it was Tom Hardy, but it was really this guy.
No, he didn't look like Tom Hardy.
I know who he is because he was on this TV show. He's on a TV show called Dark Blue that was on TNT for like a season.
At a cop show?
Yeah, it was a cop show with the dude with that I don't remember his name, that McDermott guy, whatever.
Tom Selleck?
No.
What show is that?
It's that
The little chocolate.
kind of good-looking dude, but he always plays like an asshole.
Okay.
Dylan McDermott, I think his name is.
Oh, the guy from
I can't remember what else he was
that
in.
show with the haunted house in the first season.
Oh yes, the guy from American Horror Story.
Yeah, that guy. That guy.
It's a great series.
Yeah, he was in so that's how I know Logan Marshall Green. He was in the
It's so dark. I watch a lot of dark shows, but that joint is like demonic dark.
I got through the first 2 seasons and I was like, I'm good.
See, you missed the best season. That season was the third.
I got through the first season.
That was like Clown John. That was like Carnival. Oh, that was the Witches. I skipped that. That was the best season. I skipped that
The
one.
thing with American Horror Story, I treat American Horror Story the same way I did The Flash and Arrow last year. I started watching a couple episodes. I kind of got out of it. And then, like, I went back and I just saw the season finale. It's like, I don't feel like I missed much.
The first 2 seasons of that show had me hooked. Like, I think I binged the first 2 seasons.
The last season was the one that I can see being.
I stopped. Season 1 was the only one I fully watched. Season 2, once I saw the nipple on the lampshade, I was like,
by that episode, you're way invested into that season.
I wasn't that invested. I was able to just cut it off. But Bummer, we doing it. Stop rabbit holing.
We rabbit holing.
Stop rabbit holing.
The Hotel was good. The one with Lady Gaga, that was fire.
Yeah, I recommend anyone who hasn't seen Upgrade, go see Upgrade. Without giving any spoilers, it's pretty much about this guy and his wife. They end up in this accident. His wife passes. He's on a mission for revenge, and assisting him in this mission is this artificial intelligence that he gets implanted into him
Because he's paralyzed.
I wasn't gonna say that part, but yeah.
It
says it in the trailer. So.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, I just figured I just said he was in an accident, so you figure something had to happen to
Like,
him.
well, why he ain't just go do it himself?
But yeah,
That's a good point.
It's violent. It's violent. It has a lot of it has some gory scenes, and it's a well acted movie for what it is.
It wasn't
Kids are like, I've been holding this mic forever.
I was trying to stand it.
It's good.
Make sure everybody can hit.
But yeah, that was a good one. I like that too.
Of course. I mean, who didn't like Deadpool?
Only thing.
Yeah, switch hands.
Right.
His arm getting tired. What's going on? Y'all need to stand.
Maybe I should have just had the mic stand.
Y'all need to stand. Yeah.
Right.
We gonna give him the stand.
I didn't want to block in the That's why I didn't want to block in the video. That just hit me in the face.
Y'all seen Ender's Game though, right?
I didn't see Ender's Game.
What? You seen all them other movies, but you ain't see Ender's Game?
It just didn't grab me at all. Okay.
Check it out.
Sorry, whoever's about to hit it.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm trying to check it out.
We're not judging. We're not judging Phenom's entire. We are not here to judge Phenom's entire voodoo playlist. For anyone listening, that was Showtime's wife.
Yeah.
Because I know you can hear it.
We're just having a whole party over there.
Pretty much. Alright.
We should have probably just broke it down by category. Because saying best movie is just entirely too different.
That's a lot.
Well, that's why I didn't say best movie. That's why I was like, what were your top movies?
So you got the last Mission Impossible too?
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
That was really
I had to watch
good.
it twice.
Quiet Place is on my list.
Oh yeah, Quiet Place. That was a dope one.
Right. Damn,
Oh,
a lot of
Bird
movies
Box
came
was
out,
I
didn't
didn't
it?
think I was going
You
to
had
like
to see it in theaters.
just because you had to be quiet the whole
Just
time.
the energy of that joint, bro. Like people was in there trying to eat their chips quiet.
Yeah. It was that serious.
I had popcorn. I was like this.
Yeah, it was that serious. So like you have this whole quiet movie, but whenever something loud did happen, it scared the shit out of you because it's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to be quiet.
I saw it twice. I think the first time I saw it was serious. Second time I took my wife because she's not a real movie person, but I thought she would like it. Man, since I already knew it was going to happen, I was timing when I was going to eat my food. I was like, all right, I know some noise is about to come.
Now.
Had that little kid in the back.
Shut that baby
Right.
up.
Shut that baby up. But yeah, I was like, don't go on my movie list because it's in the order in which I purchased it, not in the order.
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, not in the order. Yeah, this is just the.
That's a classic.
Yeah, it's just the order I bought the movie. So if it was on sale.
Sirius introduced me to that.
I heard Blade of the Immortal was a good movie. I think that came out this year.
I saw the anime too.
What, Blade of the Immortal?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw the anime.
I mean,
didn't see the
it's
original.
got good
I think I
reviews.
seen
So
it.
that was last year's. All right.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna check that out.
But yeah, Deadpool 2 was. I saw that more than once.
John
Oh,
made that movie.
Did you see the?
I didn't see Once Upon a Deadpool.
You didn't see Once Upon a
Nah.
Deadpool? Anybody see Once Upon a
Who
Deadpool?
was Ozzy?
No, is that the PG-13 version of it?
I heard it was pretty funny though. Like I heard like the scenes in which they put Fred Savage. I heard those scenes were actually pretty funny.
So they just like redid the second one and added a few scenes. Or what?
They cut some scenes. They edited out some language and they added some scenes.
They had to make it PG-13.
They were just like, for the most part, it was still like the overall same story of Deadpool, but they did it kind of like the Princess Bride, where he was reading the story.
Oh, is that how they did it?
Yeah, so he was reading the story to Fred Savage.
That's kind of cool.
And so
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And so then, like, every once in a while, Fred Savage was.
They should have put that on.
They should have put that on as a feature.
It was one scene I heard where I guess they were talking about it being a PG-13 movie and talking about how they couldn't curse or whatnot. So I guess Fred Savage was trying to like curse to like in the movie and they bleeped him out. I was like, I probably would have liked to see that. But
No, yeah, that sounds cool.
yeah, it was just. Was there anything else that came out? Because all this stuff, I saw Rampage.
Was that good?
Rampage.
Surprisingly
I'll just say okay.
good.
Yeah,
It
Rampage.
was better than I expected. And the skyscraper joint.
Nah, I didn't see that one.
Skyscraper was.
That's what I heard.
I didn't hate it.
I heard Death Cure was good. Was that last year?
That was this year.
2017.
That was 2018?
Maze Runner?
That whole series.
I thought it was this year.
Oh, it was. I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
see
It was
Death Cure.
2018,
I
yeah.
ain't see that joint either.
That joint
Yeah, I heard that was good.
Yeah, I saw.
That's
yeah.
the last.
I seen that.
That's the last. It's finished now, right?
Yeah, that's the end of it. Yeah, that's the trilogy.
Okay.
Those and
the first two
Divergent
was
series.
dope.
Was Blockers this year? Was not this year.
Tag.
Was Blockers
Tag was a
2018?
good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Blockers
Tag
good?
was a good
I ain't
movie. You see
was
Tag?
dope.
Tag was a dope movie.
Good.
Tag was a dope movie. I
the
like.
funeral, yeah.
I thought Blockers was just kind of funny.
Thank you.
I didn't see
wanted to let you
Oh.
know. Yeah.
That's classic.
Yeah.
man.
Oh no, I did see this.
Blockers,
I did see this.
Blockers wasn't bad. Blockers
Yeah,
made.
no, this
Blockers
was funny.
showed me that John Cena just needs to stick to comedy, especially because I saw
Yeah.
Bumblebee. I was like, yeah, John, just stick to comedy.
He
was fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Bumblebee, I told Sirius, Bumblebee is like watching. It's pretty much just Short Circuit meets every one of those kid-friendly movies about a kid who goes through something and needs to find and finds like a pet or finds something to get into that restores their faith in their family and their friends and.
Yeah, like Free
That's
Willy.
all it was.
Somebody told me that was the best movie in
That
Transformers.
short circuit means
Like Free
Short
Willy.
Circuit meets Free Willy. There you go. That's all Bumblebee is. It's definitely more of a kid friendly movie than it is. It's nothing like any of the other Transformers. I appreciate
The
it.
War on Cybertron wasn't dope.
The War on Cybertron. It didn't. They only showed it. The War on Cybertron was only maybe like 2-3 minutes.
Oh, that sucks.
It wasn't like a long war, but they did such a better job with the graphics. Like I could tell who was fighting whom.
Right.
It wasn't just like a whole bunch of shiny.
Yeah, that was the big thing with Transformers.
Yeah, like-
you never knew who was good and who was bad.
Look, just getting Michael Bay away from it just seemed to help a lot.
Told him take a break.
Is Michael
Yeah.
Bay
Have a seat.
working on Bad Boys 3?
I think he is. If he's not directing it, I think it's
They
production.
dropping that, you know. It's
Dog.
about time they put
This
the work
whole
in that.
time, I knew Martin Lawrence's son, and did not know that dude was Martin Lawrence's son.
Okay, story
You gotta
time.
Explain that.
Grab the mic.
You remember the dude we used to hoop with at Hillcrest Heights? His name, everybody called him Nipsey. His name Antoine, but everybody called him Nipsey.
Don't say.
His
That dude,
Antoine Lawrence.
I don't know his last name.
It has.
didn't know Martin
It's
had
not
a son.
gonna
That's
be-
called him.
I just called him Twan, cause he posted a picture. I'll show y'all. No, he posted a picture. He was like, "Yeah."
You hear that? Antoine Lawrence, you ain't shit.
He can't be me.
Ooh. Martin.
You gotta have that run to
His last name was Hall.
Just didn't want to go to Arizona.
His last name was Hall.
That's hard.
My man do that on. You ever watch Roast Me?
Yes.
Like you ain't see, we like, why is he dressed up like? I'm sorry, I lied to you,
Oh
Martin.
yeah.
That's his and Martin, his father.
Damn.
I did not know that.
I
This
didn't know
whole
Martin had a
time,
son.
this whole time I know he ain't never say nothing.
You
Like we had conversations and everything.
That's a picture of them together.
Yeah.
Hey, DMV is known for like their comedians and all that.
Yeah.
Chappelle, Martin.
That's crazy. Right. So yeah, y'all can put this back.
I don't want the mic.
Random fact though.
All right.
Nope.
Little side cool moment there.
So a movie that started off strong for me that I seen a couple times that bumped its way down to possibly maybe one of my worst of this year was Pacific Rim Uprising.
Didn't see it.
After a while, like the first time you see it, I was like, all right, it's more action, it's more this, it's more that. But then like when you like watch it again, like and you listen, like pay attention to the story, it's like it's stupid, it's dumb.
I think you're watching the movies one too many times. You gotta watch it the first time and just let it be.
I can't, man. Cause you know, I gotta rewatch it to confirm suspicions. Cause that's what happened. That's what happened with Batman vs Superman. I walked out thinking, oh, this movie's like a 7.5 or 8. Then I'm just stopping and I'm like,
when you stop to think about a lot of movies,
yeah,
it's
like
I'm just at work. I was like,
shit was dumb.
I was like, Gotham yeah, you like Gotham and Metropolis was separated by a body of water, but Superman never heard of Batman.
Didn't we all say that outside the movie theater?
It's just the one thing that threw me off was I never knew that they had the same mother name until that got
I didn't either.
Until that damn movie. I'm like, wait,
Why
what?
they make that such a focal point? Like, that was gonna make Batman not
Did y'all
work.
see Slight? I mean, I know that was
I saw
2018.
Slight.
I didn't see Slight.
That was good.
That was a good movie.
It was a good. Yeah,
Oh, like the magician.
it wasn't. You know, it was a good short movie, like for what it was.
That was dope.
And now,
y'all seen Dope?
Dope.
Like dope like the movie or dope like the drug show?
No.
Oh yeah, the movie's good. the drug movie.
The dude,
Yeah.
main character from Dope is who voices Miles Morales. Yeah.
Oh, that is him, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's when I found out he was in Dope.
Annihilation. That was another good movie of 2018.
Y'all should watch this.
I'm gonna say it definitely has. It might be.
It might be.
Annihilation. It's definitely slow paced, but the visuals and the graphics of it is like, or the cinematography is just good.
It's another movie this joint remind me of. It got Cuz that played a Hawkeye. It's a rival right there.
Oh,
Right there.
Hey, good.
You know what's funny?
It's another movie.
Those two came as a combo pack.
I didn't finish that. I don't know how it ended.
I never watched it.
I never watched it either.
Damn, I was about to ask you.
Velcro wasn't bad,
Velcro's alright.
Was it?
Happy Death Day
It's
was
not
actually pretty fun.
2017.
Yeah, I gotta get back.
Next.
Is this like a Groundhog's Day version of like a horror movie?
Yeah, I think that was it for 2018.
No,
he is
Blade Runner was that last year?
Nah, that was
Nah.
2017.
Yeah.
That gotta be 2017.
Might be
It
2016.
last year?
It was.
It
dope.
was.
2017.
It was
probably
no.
was
It was.
2017,
It was.
but
It was 2017.
Yeah.
That joint was
Wait for
good
the
though.
horror movie to come on, man.
Yeah, I do know the director that's doing it is making a new Child's Play movie.
Yeah, I heard that he's doing Child's Play. Yeah, Skyscraper. Oh, Sicario.
Was that good? Did you watch it? Okay.
Watch the first.
Okay.
I like the first one.
Watch the first one.
Yeah, I agree with him. It's definitely like it's definitely kind of slow, and then once it kind of picks up, it's like you kind of picked up a little too late for me.
Oh wow. They lost you already.
Nah, I heard that was good though.
Saw
I
what?
did want to see that. Widows.
What else?
Yeah, that joint was good. It was kind of slow, but it was good though.
Was
Hey.
Mile 22 last year? Meg?
Yeah,
Yeah, Mile 22.
The Meg was good.
That joint was dope.
I didn't finish Mile 22. The Meg was actually pretty enjoyable because
It was surprising.
the Meg never lied about what it was.
I
It
thought
was a
it was gonna be
stupid Jason
CCG.
Statham movie with a giant shark, and that's exactly what it was.
Did he kick anything?
What?
No, he didn't.
If not kicking that shock, boy, that shock was like the goddamn.
Like, if you
Then what am I watching a Jason Statham movie for?
I don't know if I want to.
You did.
Dudley's accent. Have you seen Batman Ninja?
You're definitely getting swallowed.
probably starve in that joint or drown.
I ain't seen Batman Ninja.
Yeah, Dudley's accent. If y'all seen Batman Ninja.
Yes, that was good.
I seen it.
I enjoyed it more with subtitles.
It took me 30 years to finally get through it because I fell asleep every time I tried to watch it. At one point, I gave up trying to watch it from the beginning, and I just picked up where I left off.
You tried to watch it when you was
I still
Artistically.
30 years. Or about tripping?
with his literal ass.
I think artistically it was on point. I liked it.
I watched it subbed and not dubbed.
It
I
was.
like how over the top it was.
Any anime you should
Yeah, it was just super. Yeah, it was super over the top, and I think that's kind of turned me off to a little bit.
A bunch of monkeys at the end.
Oh, Bad Times at the El Royale. Bad Times at the El Royale. I like that. I recommend that.
Even with Batman Ninja, Lego Batman is still the best Batman movie.
Lego Batman will always be the best Batman. Did this come out this year or last year?
I ain't got no love for Batfleck.
Oh man, y'all ain't see Free. So Free Fire came out last year.
Not over.
Free Fire, when I say after like 15, 20 minutes, this is literally nothing but a bunch of people in a warehouse shooting at each other. Like, and movie. Like that's all this movie. Like that's all this movie is. It's like an hour and a half. Of
They was trapped in the building or something.
They weren't trapped in the building. It was so I'm talking about the 2017 movie Free Fire. Basically, it takes place in like. Yes, but I just watched it in 2018, so that's why I'm talking about it now.
That's cheating.
District 9. I like what else was here? That hero show.
Who is he?
Who?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you talking about Charlton Copley?
Yeah, I usually like.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's
I like Shalto Copley.
Yeah, that's Charlton. Yeah,
That's talking about the dude in Free Fire?
yeah.
Because he just pointed out, I was like, who?
Yeah,
That is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Charlton.
That didn't come out 2018. That was 17.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
But yeah, this takes place in like the
He
70s.
look like Bernie Mac.
All it is about
No.
it's about a
Not even- not even a little
gun
bit.
deal going
You don't think he
wrong,
look like Bernie
and
Mac?
these dudes is literally just shooting each.
Y'all watch it.
They are literally just shooting at each other inside of a warehouse, and it's just like
Shame.
they're aiming
No.
like this much
black
better
dude
than.
He does not.
I was gonna say it's a good
Tripping.
shootout,
He does not look like Bernie Mac.
Sean,
but nah.
You standing too far.
you look like Bernie Mac.
You sitting too far.
Me, Bernie Mac.
Nah,
No.
I would believe it.
No.
I would believe it.
Both of them was in that PlayStation Hero show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shalto Copley was in that hero show. He was a,
He's in
he was a,
Powers.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Powers. He was the star of Powers.
he was a star.
Oh,
Oh.
that's the dude from Hardcore Henry.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say the 18, but
I
I,
did
wasn't
see
sure if y'all seen the 18.
I did see that.
Yeah. That was the first time I ever saw Shaw.
Y'all didn't see the 18?
Chappie.
18 was good.
The joint with,
Who's
Oh,
Chappie?
Rampage. Yes. Okay.
Robot.
Yes.
The robot movie.
He was in Chappie
I
too.
ain't seen Chappie.
I think he did Chappie.
Oh, he did. What's the Chappie?
Oh no, not Chappie. The other one.
District 9.
District 9. That's what he is.
Was he in Elysium?
I don't even remember.
Yes.
I didn't see Elysium.
No,
Well, Matt Damon.
Was,
Yeah.
Matt Damon. He's not-
No, he was in Elysium. I don't think he was the star, but I think he was in Elysium.
That was the joint with the
Cause
the exo
wasn't
suits, right?
yeah they had the exo suit. Cause in the end he was fighting dude in the exo suit. I think.
Oh,
Did y'all see that dude?
The movie that's about to come out with the exo suit shit.
Yep. All right.
It's about to come out.
It's like it's not an
He said,
anime
"Yep,
movie. It's like
I'm right."
It's like a, Alright, it's kind of like Elysium where they got people that live in the sky or whatever, like it's like a city in the sky,
Yeah.
and you got everybody else down low, right?
Uh-huh.
And they discarded her to like the jump pile, some type
Is
of
it the-
mass.
Alita.
Alita.
It started
The
with
the little Alita.
Yeah, Alita Battle Angel.
Battle
That
Angel.
shit look like it's gonna be alright.
It does.
I ain't seen this girl. It looks tough.
That changed.
I think it's gonna be alright.
They done had trailers for this out like for the last 2 years. They
They
keep
have.
pushing the
She
movie
got
back.
big-
As
like
much as
anime.
you
Yeah.
been, as much as you been going to the
I was like, they done pushed
movie,
this movie back so much. I think it's finally coming out next month.
Took a little while to
No, I thought he was describing what's that altered carbon.
Oh.
Hey, that's what it sounded like he was describing. I was like,
because I thought he was talking about Charlotte Copley movies, and then he was like the suits and the this. I was like, huh? But
Yeah, that joint just
yeah.
remind me of that.
That movie does look tough though.
All right, so we're gonna get back on
She can, like,
topic.
interchange her arms.
Yeah.
Back on
Definitely
topic.
did go down the
So
rabbit
yeah,
hole.
so for the most part, I gave my I think it's the weight. Of the thing. It's pushed back. It's like the weight of this. There you go.
Oh, that's the headset.
Oh yeah, I keep kicking.
No, every time you move that's making noise.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So,
Moving on.
Sorry, you guys.
So yeah, I said my 5 of 2018.
I don't have 5.
I don't have a bad Tag would probably be in my top 5.
It's because it was an unexpectedly good movie.
Hey, look, Joe up in here.
See us playing
Smoking
tag.
Joe, my man.
Smoking Joe should have been here.
Hey, Joe.
I see you out the street.
Corner. There you go.
Go to the Wawa.
But yeah, there was a lot of good movies in 2018. But so 2019, what y'all looking forward to?
I know what we should do.
Movie wise,
Just anything.
Resident Evil 2.
Oh,
Should be out in like 20 days. That is on my top. That is number 1 on my list. I cannot wait until that game drops.
Yes.
Like
That's a classic. It's been a long
classic
way.
that has been revamped from the ground up. It is going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be awesome.
but not as awesome as Kingdom Hearts 3.
Wait, man, you can't gloss over RE2 like that. We gotta have a kickback session for that.
I will.
Tuesday
Because they
Look, he like, you already know what you're gonna get from Resident Evil.
exactly.
You know what to expect.
Exactly. They are finally about to
I've never
finish
finished
a
the
story
I know
that they started when I was like at the end of middle school or something like that.
So it better be great.
It better be great.
I'm buying a strategy guy.
I've never beat any Kingdom Hearts. I own the first 2, never beat them.
I know.
After a while, I was like, this is too much. I don't feel
I'm
like
just gonna watch
gameplay run through.
so I don't get burnt out before the minute.
And I want to fight Sephiroth again. They had to find a way to make him an optional boss. For y'all who haven't played,
Optional bosses in this one.
huh?
They might have new optional bosses.
I'm sure it's been like 10 years or something like that. You gotta have some new ones.
There we go. Have all. I can't.
Days Gone is on my list. I'm waiting for that to drop. That's my.
That's that zombie jump?
Yes. And hopefully Last of Us 2 is this year.
No, that's not out yet.
That's not all Xbox.
No, it's a
I'm thinking
PlayStation
I'm
exclusive.
thinking DayZ.
Jump
Yeah,
Force.
yeah.
Jump
Force.
February 15th.
We can all agree on Jump Force.
Yes, Xbox.
Mhm.
Not on Xbox.
That's the anime. That's the anime joint with Goku and
With everybody.
With all
the-
Yeah, with
all
everybody.
the-
Yeah,
it's fighting game.
But it's a button masher though. It's not for hardcore people. It's like a 2 or 3 button type shit.
So Hypno, we having a Jump Force
and-
tournament at your place?
We can have it online.
You see
I'll
what
both
happened?
fighters.
Yes,
When we do
yes,
some
yes,
streams,
see
look,
what happened?
Hey,
Last
did you
time we had
did you see him
everybody
X
talk.
that whole thing out? So we gonna have a tournament at your place? We can do it online.
You talking about when Mortal Kombat X
Yes,
came out and this fool was like, yeah, we gonna have tournaments. I want to get a belt and this and that. We gonna.
Alright,
we
so
gonna
living
sit
it
back.
up.
let's do that
we
this
making
year.
stuff
That's
happen.
what's up.
This
Yeah,
is it.
This year we making everything happen.
Let's get. We can get 2 belts. We can get one. We can do multiple belts. We can get one for sports games. We can get one.
That new
for-
Smash just dropped.
I ain't got no Switch.
Yeah, I do want to play that jump too, but I'm not getting the Switch.
I can't. Yeah, I can't justify a $300 console for one game.
I asked Spawn and everything.
The Switch alright though.
No, it is. I want to get that. I want Smash Bros.
You got
I
it?
want Mario Kart, and I want.
You do? You got Smash Brothers?
Just get it. Y'all give me money.
I mean, get a King's copy of Smash.
Give me
Get
that.
a King copy.
I
Of
don't care what y'all want me to get.
Y'all
Just
finally
give me the money.
come over? Oh, that's we just gonna crash this house then.
That thing is dope.
Yeah, y'all hook that up.
Oh, I'm gonna have to see some pictures then, cause you know I ain't even know. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't know this.
whole thing. You
Oh,
been on Snapchat?
Smoking Joe is sick.
You been on
Nah,
Snapchat?
not no more.
I'm about to say, Phenom, you ain't been on social media this shit.
I don't really get on. I ain't never really
That's
been
how
a
I
big.
am.
Yeah, I ain't really a big social media person anyway. Well, you know what? I'm a looker, but I'm not a poster.
Right.
You know what? I hate to say it. As much as everybody be like Facebook dead, Facebook like the only real shit I really get on. I don't even get on Instagram. I don't get on Instagram. I don't get on Snapchat. I just go through Facebook and just see.
Like for Facebook, I wouldn't know nobody's birthday.
That's the only
Right, dog. That shit pop up every
So
day.
I was on Instagram and I found this little tab or whatever to where you can see how long you've spent on Instagram. So throughout the week, I'll probably spend 2 hours, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But once I get like a day, once I get to like my days off, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm on Instagram for like 6 hours. Just throughout, I didn't know.
How you find that out? How you find that out?
It be like it reset and it go all the way back to the top.
It's like, let me see.
Was it your activity?
Eventually,
Yeah.
it tell you like you've caught up with all posts, and you just stop.
Yeah, my joke looks nothing like you've been on it for 1 minute.
I follow a record.
I hardly get on Instagram.
Where you see that at?
You gotta go to the little
So like throughout the
when you go
day,
to your
I'm
profile-
just
when you go to your profile, now hit the menu button next to it, and then click on where it says your activity.
so throughout the day, I'm just like I'll get on, I'll scroll, and then like all right, I caught up, and I'll put the phone down. 10 minutes go by, I'm doing it again. Put the phone down. It's like life is just always happening, except to me, because I'm looking at everybody else living.
But I was trying to go to my story. I just wanted to. Mine say your activity.
Alright, click it. My
Yeah,
shit,
usually when I'm scrolling, I see Sirius.
Oh,
You
so
already like the Sirius.
Yeah.
All the same page.
Yeah, that joke be crazy, dog. I had no idea.
That's why I gave him access to the social media, to the Instagram jingle. Like, dog, I ain't posting nothing in
I
month.
haven't been on Twitter in years.
Oh, I don't get on Twitter for nothing.
Yeah, we
We
did
was
switch to
talking
social
about what
media.
we're looking forward to in 2019, and now we're talking about social media. This is
How did we end up on Instagram?
We always go down the rabbit hole.
One
Instagram
comment.
But
takes
this
you
how
down the rabbit
kickbacks
hole.
be. That's how they supposed to be.
All right.
Instagram will take you down the rabbit hole.
Take
dog.
you down.
All right. Single mind, single focus.
Let's go.
Let's go back. So, Resident Evil 2,
Yes, sir.
Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm more for Resident Evil 2.
You said Days Gone.
Days Gone.
That's
gonna be fire.
Resident Evil's on my list too.
I don't. Did they push Anthem back
Nope.
to
Anthem.
2020, or is it still coming out this year?
Anthem.
Okay.
Anthem is going to be another Destiny.
No,
I don't-
I think so, but Destiny is not a
Destiny
bad
Division.
game.
It sounds like it's gonna be. It sounds like it's gonna be Destiny meets Titanfall.
Same missions.
Yeah.
Two multiplayer games that fall off hard.
Right.
The
He's
multiplayer.
like, alright, it's gonna be better this year, guys.
And they fall off hard and fast.
Just 2 months. Like,
Bought that damn game September 2017. Stop playing it by October.
right. Joe
I
still
thought-
play?
Me too.
Like
Well, I don't know
Dub,
if he still playing now.
Watch
But
it.
like,
at
couple
one,
months
at one point,
ago,
Dub was just like, you going. Dub was like, you gonna get the new one. You gonna get the DLC. I'm like, no, I don't play this game.
At all.
What'd that say?
Aunt know I be on the gram. My page is garden.
No bullshit.
Joe.
Oh yeah. I be
That's all he
thinking.
posts.
I be like, do this guy die every day? Every
He
day.
posted every day.
Every day is something new. I'm like, where you work?
Hey.
I need a job. Because I cannot buy a tree every day. And you gotta
man.
do strand every day.
As disorganized as we are, I love this chaos right now.
It's
word
kind of
to
how
make,
like
though.
most of the podcasts
Hey, hey,
go.
hey.
Like y'all go down the rabbit hole and y'all come back. Y'all
Yeah.
go back down the rabbit hole. Then we come back.
It's just because we don't see,
Natural
since we,
vibe, man.
especially since we
we
don't
all
see each
really
other.
just catching up.
and we
Yeah,
don't
that's
see each
true.
other a
Yeah.
lot, it's just
That's what's
really,
happening.
That's what it is. It really is just a big catch up. It's like, how y'all been?
It's our natural habitat.
Was there any other games I was personally looking forward to?
Did you say what you were looking forward to?
Been looking forward to nothing. Just trying to get this business popping.
Yeah, I see that, my man.
2019, the year of the entrepreneur.
Oh no.
Well done.
Like you want
I
to
ain't
shoot
get-
you
I
want
ain't
to shoot a
get
poem
that
for yourself real
looking
quick?
at- Nope.
Sure.
Nope.
Like,
Good.
are you a
You
pet?
ain't getting
Are you a
that
pet
work
lover? Like you want to make sure that your pet grows and becomes. I don't know what else to say.
He's good. He's good at it. Just give him like 5 words. He'll make a whole.
That shit came to Christmas.
Like Ninvetica. That's what's called, right? Ninvetica. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Christmas party.
Serious.
I don't remember getting invited to that
Christmas
Christmas
party.
party.
T-shirts over there.
2019 games, right?
Shadows die twice.
Shadows die twice.
That thing look nice.
I remember seeing.
I'm doing my own little
seeing
promo.
pictures.
I know you're excited for that.
Forgot about that.
What?
Rage 2.
You have been talking about
Not
that.
as excited for Days Gone and Last of Us and Resident Evil.
Would y'all
Rage
get a
2's
Metal
at the
Gear
bottom.
Solid? Not Metal Gear Solid. The fuck is the name of
I
that game?
was about to say that the answer is yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Twisted Metal.
That's gonna be a squad game too.
Oh, I think I rebought Twisted Metal on PS3 just so I can play it. I just ain't had nobody that wanted to play it with me. I was like, get on y'all
So I
bums.
can't think of no more future games.
Devil May Cry.
Oh
Probably-
yeah, Devil May
probably
Cry. I
not.
forgot about that.
Nice.
I'm
Crackdown 3. I'm not looking forward to getting into it, but
Yeah, I
They
ain't-
had the Crackdown for free.
if you have Game Pass, you get
I would need a real good review from Crackdown 3.
Yeah, that's what I would
Game
need.
Pass
I
is
need a
$1.
real. I would
this
need.
comes out and it gives you a whole month to play it for only $1.
I need a good review.
Come on, man.
What better review than your
I ain't
own?
wasting my hard drive. I ain't wasting my hard drive space.
Look, what better review than your own? It's $1. You can determine if you want it. Then you can just keep Game Pass, which is what, $10 a month, $5 a month.
Game Pass ain't worth getting right now.
I'm saying, if you want Crackdown 3, you get Crackdown 3 for
That's
free.
why I would need to wait for a review.
It's more so worth getting if you like a
Raccoon
lot of
City joint, we got burned
Xbox
on that.
original titles.
Brink.
And
I'll take the heat for Brink. I'll take the heat for
Brink
Brink.
was horrible.
I'll take the heat for Brink.
No,
Yeah.
we played that joint for a good
I'll
probably
take the heat
2
for Brink.
weeks. So I know
Brink was a game before its time, though.
we all
Division
was a game
that
before
show.
its time. Oh, Division 2.
Division.
Yes.
Joe said Division.
Oh yeah, most definitely Division.
And I'm
Like,
getting
I
that.
forgot all about
I'm
Division.
that's day one. I'm definitely getting that.
You on top your game, Joe. You on top of your game.
That's gonna be fire.
So what's that? You said y'all was talking about Brink,
Brink.
or was that talking about Defiance?
Brink.
Y'all want to talk about Defiance either?
Me and the big
Bad
one.
game.
Want to talk about Defiance?
Played the hell out of Defiance.
That's
And
what
it was a
they
good
should've
game.
with it,
Yes,
right?
it was a good game. Y'all just got into it.
Hey, look,
Too late.
y'all don't know.
That's all it was.
Hypno is notorious
That's a lot.
for having a game. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, this game is dope. Y'all should all get the game."
And then
And then
y'all
as soon as we
months
all get the game, Hypno's no longer playing the game.
4 months
He
later.
don't even have the game.
Right.
By the time he rented
Oh,
the
I
game,
traded it in already.
he rented the game.
I'm real.
That's game
Oh.
fly.
I
Nah,
remember
you
buying
can't
that
let
on.
them back.
I bought that on eBay.
Nah,
I remember buying that.
nah.
I bought that on eBay.
I was like, come on,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
play. We got
I'm
it.
unreal.
Oh snap! What I do? I done knocked down my mic.
Anarchy.
Unreal. Unreal will be the only game that I like rented and told y'all to buy.
That was bad, too.
This is at a time.
Hey, remember Duke
I told you.
It's a classic. I thought they rebooted the joint.
I don't know about y'all. That was at a time where $60 was a lot of money for me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Was it a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation
Xbox 360.
Yeah, that was $60.
That's $60.
Nah,
Can't copy games
PS2 and Xbox was 50.
Oh.
Xbox 360 and PS3 was when they bumped it up to 60.
Once games get to $80,
Man.
I think I'm gonna retire.
Well, they say that's why they say nowadays that's why you get so much stuff with microtransactions, because that's how they try to cut costs down for you. Because it's like if we don't have in-game purchases, then we're gonna have to up the price of the game.
Okay.
Games was $40, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
You can smack them Toys R Us.
I remember that too. Anybody else cold?
Not really.
Y'all got coats and hoodies on this shit.
I'm familiar with the environment.
Hands cold.
Do y'all take breaks in between these? Okay.
Getting a little tired?
No, I'm getting ready
Podcast is
for,
smoke break.
I think our first podcast going really good.
you know, little smoke break, step outside, have a garden break.
All right.
Herbal essence.
Yeah, I had fun with that. I gotta go work tonight. Walking there, it's like, you smell funny.
What is my cologne? Cannabis.
Yeah.
Cannabis.
So, Phenom left in a hurry.
That's trash.
What?
How high? Meth and red might not be in the next one. Like, how you do that?
That's not.
I mean,
No.
it might be Wiz and somebody else.
Bruh, I was just about to say that, dog. How can you do
It might be Wiz. It might.
Home Alone.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
You see how those turned out.
It might be Wiz Khalifa and Seth Rogen.
No. I did say Wiz could probably go because of the last high school movie he did, and then just make it like a sequel.
They jump with Snoop.
Just make them like spin all us on
High school joint?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, real quick. Y'all not PlayStation guys. What's up, little man?
The kids trying to abandon my kids.
What's up, little man?
Say hello to little Phenom, everybody.
Y'all missing out on a classic game. For 8 time.
I won't play God of War. I won't play God of War only because it beat out Red Dead, in which it shouldn't have beat out. It shouldn't have beat out Red Dead.
And you see, we all play Red Dead.
It definitely shouldn't have beat out Red Dead.
Now, Red Dead is a phenomenal.
That's how good God
God of War is just from beginning to end. The emotion to take you through, the action, just everything about that game. Not saying Red Dead.
The emotion.
Yeah,
I can't even tell you how emotional I was in Red Dead.
I'm just like, yo, what the fuck just happened? I'm about to turn this shit off. Wow. Yes. Sometimes I legit have to sit there for a minute and be like, whoa, what the fuck did we just go through, dog? And you can see
Especially having a son.
It's at the point now you can see it all on off the face.
Nah, you talking about Red Dead.
You can see it all on off the face. No, God of War.
That's how fast Red Dead takes over that conversation. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Once God of War gets cheaper, I get it.
It is, dude. It's been like $20-something for the longest.
Nah, I need it to be like $20. I need them to do like they did that Zero Horizon joint when I got it for like $10 on Amazon.
See, that was a good game.
I want to talk about this part this pass on Red Dead, but everybody ain't there yet.
I know a part that everybody did pass though.
The beginning?
Yeah. Dog, when you go into the new town.
Valentine?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Valentine?
Yeah, that's the first town.
We go to the second camp.
I can already tell you I ain't get that far.
The second camp in Rhodes. That's Rhodes.
When you go there.
I mean, I don't care. You can say it.
Dog, and you do that one mission. When all y'all go into town.
Behind that wagon.
Oh my God. I had to pause the game.
That's why
When that joint happened, I had to pause the
talk about
game.
that part.
Dog.
Whack ass Bill and
Dog.
whack ass
Michael. I don't trust
Both
Michael.
them
Yeah.
bitch
I don't
ass.
trust
That's what
Michael.
it was. Dog. I'm ready to.
So,
Where I'm ready to
when you
just
get there,
body
dog,
dog.
you gonna be like,
I
God.
don't want to talk about that part.
I had to pause the
It's so
game
good.
when it happened. I was, oh shit!
Yeah.
Your face! Your face!
Did that just happen? Alright, I recorded it and everything.
No, Red Dead
Out
is
there,
great.
jump back
Red
up.
Dead is great.
I'll give it that.
God of War, man.
I be getting caught up doing side stuff on Red Dead. Not even playing the story.
Yeah, that's why I be
I'm trying to tell
doing.
y'all all the time, man. Get a PlayStation, dog. Not just to play online.
They
Even if
cheap,
y'all don't get
yeah.
online, y'all missing so many great games. Like I know y'all would love Spider-Man. I know y'all would love.
I think
I mean, I be
that
Spider-Man.
we all think that we should have like a community PlayStation.
Something we just pass around.
I'm not driving to your house. Hey man, no,
I just said.
It's fine. I'll come pick it up. Y'all don't have to sit anywhere.
Hey, get on the PlayStation. I want to play some 2K. Oh, it's not my week, dog.
I ain't got custody this week.
Every month.
Bought the PlayStation, dog.
Like when you think about it on this side, it's only a few people that don't have it. So,
But shit, he got one.
I know the three of us could just share.
Oh, that's true. We could, couldn't we?
Cause they the farthest away, so we all in like close proximity to each other.
Spider-Man, God of War. Y'all need those.
That's enough.
Hypno's doing his classic gloss over the question.
Yeah, that shit was
I
fire,
ain't
wasn't it,
going to
guys?
cry.
so That's when you like. So what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Us.
Us.
Am I the only one looking forward to Us?
You're not the only one looking forward to Us.
You ain't seen the trailer for Us? Jordan Peele jank?
So
You haven't seen it?
let's play it.
That you know what? Hey, look, that's probably our fault.
I mean, we can do a trailer now.
It's like Get Out.
Yeah.
I might have seen it, but just don't remember it.
I posted it up Christmas Day.
I got fire.
He did post it in the chat.
I got 5 things.
just singing that
He said I got fire.
I did.
Yeah, I did see it.
Oh, you
I
saw it?
remember the theme song, but I don't remember
The way they
the
chopped the
trailer,
screw
but
down.
how the trailer went.
He's like,
Make you think of that movie, bro?
That joint was dope though.
You probably
Uh,
They
did.
chopped that joint.
That's a wild ass country. That joint was fire. Jordan Peele doing his thing.
So is he ghost status yet?
Nah.
Get Out was fire.
Y'all
man.
not ready to
Especially
give it
coming
those
from
stats?
comedy.
Nah.
Is he what status?
Ghost status.
I need
I need at
I need
least
you.
3 movies.
Yeah, I need at least 3 movies.
I need at least 3 movies.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
That's
5.
gonna be tough.
I was gonna say 5 for Ghost.
Like 3 movies on Get Out status.
You know what this kind of reminds
And then
me
I'm
of?
like, all right.
The joint with Gabrielle Union.
When she was in the house.
What, breaking in?
Yeah,
I ain't even see that.
She was in her, I ain't see it, but I know the trailer. And this trailer.
She
kinda
looked like
reminded
the
me.
damn girl from.
She
It
from-
took me a minute
she
to
from,
realize that was
Black
Lupita.
Nah, but right here in this one, she looked like the girl from. Not in Living Color. What's the name?
Maxine?
Yes. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
from Living
From
Single.
Living
There
Single?
you go. Yeah, that's what she looked like right there.
She looked like my sister, the kid.
Oh,
The kid looks smack like her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I know we all looking forward to Endgame.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Endgame's gonna be fire.
Yep.
If it, I would do Infinity War, like
It is.
God.
It has to.
They don't
Got
even have
to,
to
right.
show no more trailers for it. I think what they've shown is enough.
But you
They
know
could've
they're
just-
going to.
they
They're
could've
going to
just
show the
shown the
whole
name.
movie in the trailer.
That's why I'm not watching.
No, Marvel's been doing a good job of not doing that.
I just hope this.
Showing all the best parts in the trailer. They've done a good job at not doing
Just leak a
that.
whole bunch of fake scripts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Marvel, because you know they did that with Infinity War. They
John
put in
C.
scenes that they didn't use, like the whole Hulk scene.
Mm.
Yeah, because Hulk was extremely scary.
Nah,
I just watched the whole scene again.
You said the
I
what?
heard somebody say that, but and I also read that.
Nah, Hugh Jackman said he done unless they get him somebody else.
Yeah, boss
Nah,
lies.
they gonna get somebody. They supposed to
They gonna get
cast-
somebody.
Like he might do a cameo, but he not gonna like.
I thought they couldn't have him for like 6
Yeah,
months.
Whoever it is, got big shoes.
They supposed I would say I thought they couldn't get him until this year to like
Who we put in the game?
I heard
got
they was
a
gonna
big role
recast
to-
Yeah.
Wolverine though.
But I still want to talk about what I was waiting for 2019. Deadly.
Back to it.
Dudley's talk about football.
No.
Titans playing right now.
Trash.
How about the
Titans,
How about that One Punch Man? What you know about that?
When is that coming back out?
April.
Titans.
I wore my one punch Tuesday
Colts
morning.
and
Texans.
Texas.
Texans, not Titans.
Like, I'm waiting for One Punch Man. I'm mad that I gotta wait till October for
Wait, before we
some
go
more
to
My Hero.
stuff that's coming out with anime, that anybody that I know Shane has seen it. Baki. Has y'all seen Baki on Netflix?
Nah.
I don't watch anime.
Yeah, she was Death Note too.
You can watch that, dude. I'm telling you, it straight turn up from episode 1 to episode 13.
Can the boys
No,
watch it?
Baki. No.
It's more like if I watch it,
It is
the
way.
boys.
I don't know the level of violence you allow them.
Right.
See
Right.
me, they watch me play like Red Dead and shit. It's worse than that.
It's like
I mean, like a lot of
it's
shit
like you
happening.
see Evil Dead.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, if it's that level.
It's like
It's
hostile. It's like
Gallons,
hostile. It's like
Oh nah.
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 Yeah, it's that level of violence.
As soon as you said
Nah.
Evil Dead, I was like,
It's
nope.
violent, dog. Like niggas. Fingers getting sliced completely off and
I'll probably
mouths
wanna watch
getting
that
ripped
joint,
open. It's
It's
fire.
really good
I'll
though.
be at work.
Yes, exactly. There you go. It's on the
You'll be doing a lot of that. You'll be doing a lot of that.
Add that to your list.
Like when
bro.
shit happen in the movie, like
Yeah.
somebody hand get cut off, you just be like,
13 episodes, 30 days. Watch
Look,
it.
they always talking about this, and in my head, I was just like, so did anybody watch the 7 Deadly Sins
Yes,
movie?
that movie
I
was
did.
fire.
It was fire. I watched it last night.
So my only gripe about that movie.
Jurassic Park fan?
At a
They
movie
made
day
sure that- they made
yesterday.
sure in 7 Deadly Sins they made sure to tell you that the Black Knights that they were like like a level right below the Ten Commandments.
Oh, they're strong,
like,
but not as strong as the Ten Commandments. I was like, well, why do I want to see this fight then? I'm not even interested.
No, they said that they were.
But dog,
I thought they said they were on the level of the Ten Commandments.
No.
It was just,
when they came,
They said they're strong, just not as strong as the
when
Ten
them sins
Commandments.
came out the fight, it was like nothing, dog. I was like, come on, man, you're not even putting up a fight. Merlin wrecked the little lion dude. Gother and King.
Merlin had fun. Merlin had fun with that lion,
dude.
dude.
Competition, man. She was like, oh, it's an illusion. It's like fire, ice, fire and ice, everything.
He was struggling.
You want to know who we think gonna win playoffs today?
I'm going with the Colts over the Texans, and I'm going with who played Cowboys?
Colts over the Texans? I'm going Texans over Colts.
I'm going Texans over Colts, and I'm going Seahawks over Cowboys.
Intruder alert!
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
Showtime's wife and leader.
bye Queen Boogie.
Okay.
You got plenty of options.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'll tell you where I stop at.
We hungry.
Just be quiet.
Just pick something.
I think I want some
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call you when I reach out.
Just pick something.
Go get some Thai food.
Bye y'all.
Bye.
I miss you guys, man.
You got some dough, go get some Indian food.
2019's our year, bro. It's all right.
Got to, y'all.
I need y'all to get used to this. Maybe not in this area, in the normal podcast area, but I'm gonna try my best to do shows.
It's the first of many.
I'm gonna try at least, maybe we can try to get together like once a month, once every 2 months, and like do a show if y'all want.
That's cool.
Like that way it's already planned out ahead of time, so you can.
Yep. So everybody nodded their head. Yep. Because we got you live. we got you live.
Don't need
Let
much
you know.
to travel because he got a USB mic.
I do have a USB
I can
mic.
take one of the webcams because I'm not even.
Just start recording our kickbacks like the joints we used to.
We definitely need to record our kickbacks.
Yeah,
I was already on that vibe.
Yeah. I mean, me and Showtime got a GoPro, so yeah, we can definitely record.
You got a GoPro?
Yeah.
All right.
We should play tag, right? And everybody get a
Wear the GoPro?
Yeah.
That water fight.
Somebody get a phone call.
That would be dope. Yeah, that water fight.
That's you, Showtime?
Huh? Oh yeah.
I don't even know my phone.
So,
Dodgeball be dope too.
what else we got going on? Are we doing trailers?
Devin said F you.
Yeah, I thought we was watching.
I don't know.
Because you like the Texans.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot he's a Texans fan.
I just feel like the Colts right now is probably
Damn,
the
look at that,
hottest
bruh.
team in the playoffs. Outside.
I would say the Ravens.
The Ravens
The
are
hottest team,
definitely
I would
the
say the
hottest
Ravens.
team.
Colts, man. I'm trying to
I was
tell y'all,
like-
watch Andrew Luck
That
is
know
on a
be
whole
funny.
another level.
Don't
I would love for this
Don't
one.
RG Need play for the Ravens?
Oh, gee, you dirty. Dirty.
What Bob Griffin do to you?
Dog, what if he go win the Super Bowl
Hey,
after
I
beating
think,
the
look,
Redskins?
Joe Flacco, y'all hear it here first. Joe Flacco is going to the Giants next year.
Oh, I was gonna say
Eli
Jacksonville.
Manning.
I was gonna say Jacksonville.
Nope. Eli Manning's going to retire. He's going to the
He
Giants.
need to retire.
He's going to be thrown to Odell and Shepard.
We got little Showtimes.
See y'all.
Bye.
Peace out.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
they look like you. They look alike too. They twins.
Hell up.
They look like.
Oh.
When I took him to the barber shop. You remember E? Eric?
Mhm.
I took him to him. But Durant.
Okay.
I took him to him.
What,
He made a
Marlo?
haircut. Yeah. He said you should stop in that joint all the time.
I've been there a few times. I got had my barber able to make house calls, man. I don't
Walked
like
in, he
them
was like,
crazy ones.
They twins?
Your Bob make house call? You got a different Bob now?
Nah, dog. They not twins at all. Just look
People
exactly
used to do that
like.
to Chase and Chad all the time.
Right.
Hey, brothers.
No, we got the same face.
That's my son.
That's probably cool.
I think it's very small. I forgot.
More
Do this math test
technical
for me, bro.
difficulties?
Right.
Nah, ain't no technical difficulties. I'm just gonna be lazy with it. All right, so
This
hit that
TV
tab
is
button.
impeccable, dog.
It is, though.
Dang. All right, well, I mean, we can watch some trailers. Like, if we, like, you know, straight up ignoring everything Deadly asked because no one cares about your Texans.
No shit. We don't care.
It's like, we ain't nowhere near Texas. Like, we want all Texas teams to lose today. Actually, I actually do kind of want the Cowboys to lose. Like, I need people to stop.
Winning.
I just need people to stop hyper. I just need people to like just admit Dak ain't that good.
It's Cowboy fans that make me not like them.
It really is. Like, there's times when I love watching Undisputed, but I was like, Shannon, just lay into this nigga skin, please. I like, if I got hear one more time about Dak Prescott and he had the best QBR of any 3 quarterbacks in the NFL in the last 25 seconds of the game this season. He like spits out like the most randomest fact. He spit out that fact that you really gotta like really look to find just to justify how just how good your quarterback is when he's trash.
Is a LeBron fan for real, dog.
Oh, Skip. I mean Shannon.
And a cognac and black and mild fan, bro.
But y'all see who was on his line? Delicious.
That's a win.
She was all on his line.
Oh man. Alright, let's play a trailer while we over here looking at daggone football games.
Have y'all seen Steve Harvey's daughter?
The one that Trey Songz cheated on.
Not vicious enough.
This is the official kickback part of the podcast. They're like, what did these fools talk about? Nah, I saw
way off the rails. My man was talking about going to the barber shop.
I'm over here like, all right, I'm over here like, let me pull up a trailer real quick. It's all Deadly fault because he wanted to ask about some daggone football. All right. What?
He want an intermission.
Oh, you want an intermission? I mean, I can.
An intermission. You might as well just cut that joint on.
Pretty much. Well, let's just do the.
I
mean, I'm about to say it's almost an hour. It's like an hour and 40. So you want to get some trailers out the way, and then we can call it.
Yeah, we can get some trailers out the way.
That's how you see. Once again, that's how you know when you with family, that time just fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't until Deadly said something. I looked at the time. It ain't no 4:30.
I almost forgot we was recording, bro.
No boy.
All right, so the first trailer I got up is called The Prodigy.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. I haven't even heard of this.
I just saw the trailer. Yes. Yeah, I just heard about it yesterday.
I've heard nothing about this.
Right.
It's absolutely
that
nothing.
is not what I want. That's what I want.
Nurturing genius.
He's our little prodigy.
He gonna take over the world.
His intelligence is off the charts. I don't have an exact score, but it'll be very high. He's special.
Oh, kill it with fire.
That's not good.
What's wrong with you?
He's gonna be a tyrant. Yeah.
Orange is the new black. I'm looking at that chick like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, that's Georgie.
Don't remember anything. Miles's brain is extremely well developed. He may need a specialist.
You must be Miles.
He got the shotgun in his eye.
I don't feel safe with him in the house.
Oh my God. He's so different. I feel like I don't know him. Have you always loved me?
No.
No matter what I do.
That movie's gonna be ass.
I don't know about ass.
I'm not.
I be waiting for good horror movies, bro.
That's nothing about that look good at all.
Y'all seen The Orphan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that kind of remind me of.
Twist on that. That ain't gonna have no twist like that. Orphan. That twist on Orphan though was for real.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Nope.
At all, dog.
I like how
I'll
they
probably
did
wait for this to come out.
I like how they did the
I
little
got to
silhouette.
hear people talk about that, Joe.
Yeah, they did the little silhouette of the kid, and like slowly but surely, that thing was just showing his head getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
I was like,
That That trailer did not make me want to check that movie out.
The Prodigy is what would have happened if Mega Man decided to really be a villain. Like 100% decided to put himself in the villainry. He's like, nah, this shit ain't working. Man, what I do?
Next. I wasn't impressed with that at all.
Not feeling it?
Just for the horror trope.
About the us.
Man, I was... What was the next one?
I really want to know what the premise is for us. Like,
bro, I was about to say, is that Red Dead?
No, it's not Red Dead. I mean, we can. I mean, it's been out for a while, but we can do us just because we all didn't get a chance to watch it.
What a catch!
Is that T.Y.?
Yep. It's the only receiver he got to throw to.
That's not T.Y.
That's not T.Y.?
Let's show these people just how scary one of the best hip hop songs in the 90s can be.
Thank you. Easily one of the top 5 beats ever.
I don't like his face, yo.
That's M'Baku.
I know it,
M'Baku. He's playing, he'll feed you to his children.
Nope.
Like you got real problems with that dude, man. I just don't like his face. Motherfucker owes me money.
You didn't like him on Persons of Interest?
You was
Surprisingly, I didn't really watch Persons of Interest like that. I think I watched like a couple episodes.
Word, I thought that was a Kingz show. I thought we was all heavily invested in
I'm
it.
trying to figure
Who y'all
out
think
why.
that was? Y'all think he seen his dad?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. That's how you know you've been around white people for too long. When you just decide you want to walk up to people.
Yeah.
So, alright. I'll wait till this shit go.
Hey, why I thought she had horns at first?
Phil was a creative dude, man.
That's
What's
a
going
big
on
dude.
in that man's head, dog?
It was a lot of messages to get out, yeah.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
Run!
Right, that little thing, like on Corey View. Run. Corey need to come out with videos. God, that shit is creepy.
You think it's all in their heads?
No,
Nah.
I think it's something to do with cloning.
I think it's like a body snatchers jump.
Some cloning shit, like these rabbits and shit at the end.
How they clone them if they just got them?
Nah, look. In this part right here, when they're going through these halls and all that, and they show these little rabbits.
It's gonna be something deep, yeah. Something deeper than the
Some
outside.
cloning shit.
She cutting her face off. She would put a black face in it.
That shit was crazy, dog.
It's gonna be a must watch. I had to watch Get Out a couple of times just to catch a couple of the messages, a couple of the metaphors.
I'm a little mad how you take
You look
my man
impressed.
M'Baku. We went from all this, the leader of the Jabari, to if you want to get crazy. Look, you knew he didn't even believe what he was saying because
He didn't
his
at all.
body language went from tough man to kind of female about the famous. Like, you want to get crazy? We can get crazy. Like, nah, bro.
That's supposed to be his whole persona, though. That whole suburban black.
He was definitely suburban. He's like, yeah, this is, I got 5. Yeah, this right here.
Classic beat, yeah.
This is classic. Like, just listen to
But
the
he
song.
did know it, so that's.
I was about to say, he didn't sound like that at all. he just sounded like he put the song on. That's a song right there. Like, we all do that. This is my shit. We do that.
He sounded like his wife chose him for financial security, not for physical protection. That's exactly how he sounded.
Like you got a good portfolio.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, she knew when he walked out there to confront them, she was like, that's why she was like, put on your shoes, your dad ain't gonna do shit.
It's gonna give us time to run away.
Yeah, he's like, your dad ain't protecting us, put on your shoes, run.
And that's the type of proactive thinker I need on my team. While I'm outside, she's inside getting shit ready. You know what I'm saying? Go put shoes on.
Like, nah, you know that's a sacrifice right there. Ah man. Well, we could skip Happy Death Day to you, just because did anybody watch Happy Death Day?
I didn't see.
I was surprisingly.
It was okay.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by that movie.
Was the movie good, or was the Groundhog Day mechanic just work? I mean, because I've seen a lot of Groundhog Day mechanic movies, and it just always works for me.
It worked very
that jump.
It worked very well in this movie. I would definitely say it. And then it was more so.
It started becoming like a
horror. It became a comedy horror mixed with a mystery, because there was really no like. After a while, there was really no definitive answer of who it was, why. I'm just like, when I found out the reason at the end, I'm like,
I can't remember.
Dog, what the hell?
So not a must watch.
I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I had Mo watch it. If Mo don't fall asleep doing it, then that's how I know it's not a bad movie.
I know the little tagline is "Live, Die, Repeat," but I can't remember what the movie's called.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
That's what they wanted to call the movie at first. They wanted to call it
Live, Die, Repeat.
Live, Die, Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow, but they was just like the title was too long. Alright, fine.
It's no longer than How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Part time I do want to see that joint though.
I heard they were good.
I never got into them either.
Oh man,
y'all tripping.
So I don't recall ever seeing the first one, like from beginning to end, but that second one was dope. Like when Lil Toothless was like, "Nah, bro, what you not gonna do?"
That joint was dope.
He took it like.
Damn, the Colts scored.
Oh man, yeah. What's this? What's I calling up? Happy Death Day to you.
But the animated joints I waiting on is Lion King, bro, and Toy Story.
The whole time, Incredibles 2 come on Netflix. January 30th.
I gotta watch that because I've been missing it. I haven't seen it yet.
That joint was tight.
Wow, yeah.
I gave that joint like a 9.
Why would you put that on the list? That's on the list.
Dang, like that.
Yeah, that joint was tight.
Yeah.
I probably put on the list because I ain't
especially since you've been waiting for it for so long.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself that I was waiting for it for so long, and then when it came out, I feel like I really didn't put much effort to try to go see it. Like, I tried to go see it one time, my movie pass effed up, and I had to go see Ocean's 8, and then I didn't try anymore.
What else? What other nostalgic movie came out? We had The Incredibles that came out. What else came out? The Lion King is going to be coming out soon. What else is coming out? Aladdin.
Wasn't Beauty and the Beast last year?
Yeah,
Beauty and the Beast. So these movies will come out. Huh?
Oh, that Christopher Robin joint.
So
McGregor.
So these movies will come out, and I'll be like, when The Incredibles came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to see The Incredibles. And then somebody was like, yeah, I'm going to take the kids to see The Incredibles. Man, fuck them kids. This ain't for these kids. This is for us.
That's what he said about time, you little shit.
I say that about all the little...
That's what he said about Detective Pikachu. He's like, no, Pokemon is my thing.
Yeah, I definitely say that about Detective Pikachu.
Lauren told me when I got off work. Brandon is so invested into Pokemon. Like, they watched the movie and he cried.
Oh,
he watched the first movie?
I don't know.
It gotta be the first one.
Ash ran into the middle and turned into stone.
Right. Yeah, that's some emotional shit.
Pikachu walked up to that joint.
Get up, Ash.
He was trying to shock my man back to life like Pikachu.
Yeah, bro. That
was a...
He was in there.
That was
Pokemon
hey.
came over.
You know how you get the
for a kids movie, that was a 1/3 tier movie.
That's good. That means he got a heart. That means he got a heart, son.
She was like, DJ eyes was tearing up. And mine was just like, hey, you about to cry? She said, you about to cry. That joke was just like,
I definitely felt that joint. When I saw that joint in theaters, I was like, damn, Ash, why you gotta go and try to be the hero?
Because when Mufasa died, I'm gonna be a wreck. I ain't even gonna fake. Drop a couple.
I didn't cry when Mufasa died. I didn't cry at all. I used to think I was until other testimonies like, hell, come on, I didn't either. Oh, okay. I'm not by myself.
I didn't cry, but I will say that thing kind of hit me, especially like when you can see the reflection through Simba's eyes. I was like,
now, because it's gonna be because the new movie's coming out and they know that that's a vocal point in the movie, they're gonna milk the shit out of that, and I'll probably cry with the new one. I'm saying I'll probably cry with the new one.
Yeah, he's still voicing Mufasa.
Like the first time they killed him, it was kind of surprised, and I'm like, all right, that don't hit me too much. But if I have to watch that nigga die again,
what's with the whole rhetoric of
I might cry.
The darker person is always
the evil one?
I know, right?
Why is it always the thing?
Mufasa.
Like, why is Scar main black?
What other lion has a black mane?
Everyone else's was gold.
Right. What the hell? That's a good ass question.
He had a son, and his son was
that was not his son. You talking about Kofi or that was his son?
Coda.
What?
No,
That wasn't his son?
They trying to correlate fear
but they try to call him
bad with dark colors. That's a different subject, though. Different podcast.
Speaking of basketball,
We don't do KBK.
Isn't it clear? We're all a bunch of villainous motherfuckers, yo. What do you mean?
I have some villainous tendencies. I am not gonna lie. There are times I was like, you know what? I do just want to rule the world with an iron thumb.
And it goes to show, you can say anything and someone will agree with you. Called all these people a bunch of bad dudes. It's like, yeah, well, yeah. No.
Hey, you know,
I can be pretty bad.
I don't mean that you can't be relatable sometimes.
Hey,
like Killmonger won people over.
Doesn't mean that you're a bad guy.
He's probably saying.
Did you just wrecking Ralph it?
I was about to say anybody. Yes. Yes.
I'm bad and that's good. I'll never be good and that's not bad.
Is that second movie out yet?
That's right. That was alright.
They come out on DVD, I think. I think this came on DVD this week.
Ralph too already?
Yeah. No.
Damn.
I'm sorry. It's still in my bad. It's still in theaters. You know
I
what?
was about to say, huh?
I got confused. I went in Target and they had the Blu-ray. They had the Blu-ray up there, so I got. I was like, oh, that thing came already. Oh man. All right, so 2 more trailers out the way. We got Happy Death Day to You, and then we're gonna end it with Netflix's new Korean zombie timepiece period TV show called Kingdom.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, but before we do that, since Showtime's still on my phone, did anybody get a little excited about a little brief teaser for Punisher?
Yes.
Punisher soon.
The thing
Yes.
I'm not excited for because
That you know it's going to cancel.
Yeah. Did y'all read the comment? Y'all saw it on YouTube?
Nah, I saw it on another
I seen it
website.
on YouTube and I just started scrolling through the comments. And that's all people were saying, like, it's gonna get like 3 episodes in, it's gonna get canceled.
What are they doing, yo? Why?
I don't know.
Yo, it's one dude, he hated
It's either
Marvel.
it's either because Disney's starting their own little streaming
that's
thing,
what it is.
or they probably want more money to license out the characters and Netflix don't want to pay. That's probably.
I don't think that's safe. Netflix got the money.
I think so.
They not gonna use the
Netflix has money, but the issue with Netflix is
That
since
ain't
all the
fair.
money is only coming through subscriptions and not not ads and stuff like that.
Mm.
It costs them a lot of money to make a lot of this stuff, and they're trying to make so much more original content now. So because I think they always talk about how like Netflix is, even though the stock's doing good, they're always taking like a high amount of credit out.
Alright, so look. So suppose Netflix comes out with their own original superhero show. They can.
Umbrella, they coming out with Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah, Umbrella Academy.
It's
Jared Way's comic book. Y'all ever heard of the group, the band My Chemical Romance?
Nope.
Okay.
I heard of it.
We're not as cultured as you guys.
I didn't want to pull the race card, but I was like,
I'll say culture, damn it.
I was hoping there'd be one guy in the crowd like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit.
I heard of it.
one guy other than me.
I know, right? Anyways, the lead singer of that group, he already has like the comic book line out, Umbrella Academy, and Netflix picked it up to make a show of. It's like a I want to say like an X-Men spinoff kind of
This is when
thing.
DC needs to step up and go ahead and give the rights to some of their properties to Netflix and let them do it.
Matter of fact, we skipping Happy Death Day to you. We going straight into Umbrella Academy just because y'all ain't seen it.
Because it's our show and we can do what we want.
Because I control the remotes that change the fucking scene, so I can do whatever I want.
Clearly.
Factual. You right there on narrative.
That boy fast. Oop.
Did I turn it? Oh, all right.
In October 1989, 43 women around the world gave birth. None of these women had been pregnant when the day first began. I have adopted 6 such children, gifted with abilities. I give you the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that's my boy from y'all probably didn't see that Hulu thing.
Hey, that was Juno.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Mary J. Blige?
It might be.
The world ends in 8 days. I have no idea how to stop it.
That's my boy Nathan from Misfits. That's what.
Oh, Misfit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Misfits was dope.
Yup.
Misfits was the Hulu joint, right?
Hulu,
You can
yeah.
find it on Hulu, yeah.
That shit
You ain't
was
not seen Misfits?
Mm-mm.
It's a British show. It's about
Yeah, that
these
sounds
5 kids that were like serving they were like doing community service, and they get stuck in like a lightning storm,
Hey, dog.
and like they all end up with powers.
Oh.
And
The black dude.
they do Misfit
what-
powers though.
Yeah, like what could the black dude do?
He could change to a woman.
Yeah.
I thought was it the first one or the
That's your power.
was that the
That's-
first power or the
That
second
was
power?
the second power.
Yeah, I remember that.
Second power.
Yeah, the second power he could change to a girl.
I forgot what the first power was, but the second power was.
It's like
he
one
could
chick
change
she
such a-
one
then he
chick
get
she
himself
could
pregnant.
one chick she could read
You
minds.
remember that song? He got himself pregnant.
What?
Barry, dog. Barry became a real hero, dog.
Hey,
That
dog.
power was useful.
That's why they
if
call
everybody
Misfits,
else in the
dog.
world
Like
had it.
Misfits.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah, one girl, like I think her
Oh,
shit was some
shit.
what, sex or something.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
girl like whatever you like. If you touch her, you just like would go crazy with desire
Yeah,
just
horny
just for her.
Just touching the horniest
Yeah,
shit.
but the only downside to it is like literally, she while she's touching you or like you're off the rails. So it could go from like she's just trying to get you to do something to her to like, oh, you can almost become a victim of sexual assault because that nigga might go too far.
What's up? Oh shit.
Yeah, that don't show stuff.
Like what? See now you got me wanting to know her what the powers
I
is.
got my boy Barry. He was the real hero. Alicia was the black girl. That was her name.
What was his powers?
Told y'all, look at these coats.
Oh man.
Dudley, your team suck.
This band was all y'all getting thrashed.
Oh, he could manipulate time at first.
Oh,
Still,
yeah.
4 minutes left.
That's a dope power.
It was he could manipulate time. The girl had the white chick had the telepathy.
Right.
The black chick had the sex thing.
Right.
The one
Nathan
dude,
couldn't die.
the dude Nathan couldn't die. And then I forgot what
The
the
other
dudes.
dude could control like liquid or something, right?
Now,
Barry.
Barry can go invisible. Was it invisible?
Somebody could control like dairy or some shit.
Dairy?
He killed somebody.
That's
like,
one of the
but-
Simon.
That's
What
one.
is Simon?
That's the new guy from Simon. That's my boy. That's Barry.
Yeah, Simon was invisible.
Invisible.
Yeah, Simon was invisible, and then
Yeah, he got
something
another
happened,
power.
and he like went back in time because he was like,
Superhero.
Yeah,
Real
he-
superhero.
yeah, he went back in time for something.
That
Yeah,
girl-
because like later on in the show, yeah, they're like you find out like a whole bunch of different people have powers. Then people are like swapping, like some
Yeah,
people are
they can
selling their
change- you can change
yeah,
their powers.
they're selling their powers if they don't like their powers and buying new powers.
That's,
Oh,
what
that's
was
tight.
the black dude power though?
His time manipulation.
He was.
So I'll be holding the mic the rest of this episode.
Y'all remember how dope Heroes was for that writer's strike?
Yep.
Yep.
That shit was fire. They had one of the best villains on that job.
Simon did give me these chills, dog. Oh my god.
Creepy
He was
as fuck.
dope.
Very menacing.
Y'all know he gay.
Yep.
It's something about the way he said it. Like, does that make him less menacing on the show?
Yeah, I was just saying. Y'all know he gay.
It's just a weird
Not
footnote to
homophobe.
put out there nowadays.
I didn't know. I thought-
Oh, and by the way,
In case
I found out.
gay.
Gang, gang, gang.
Ah, bad.
It's the last trailer. One
So
more.
the last Jane, the Kingdom. This Jane comes out. This Jane drops this month.
Okay.
On Netflix. I'm definitely interested. This is the second trailer I got.
It's a Korean film, so subtitles.
It's a Korean TV show.
So subtitles.
Did
Yeah.
y'all see that Asian? There was like an Asian zombie movie on a train.
Train to Busan.
Train to Busan.
Oh, so look,
Twan was the one who told us.
I watched that movie under the influence, not knowing that it was in Korean, and watched the whole movie with no subtitles, adding my own shit to it. I added my own narrative to that whole movie.
He made his own dialogue.
Hey, but it went with what was going on.
They remaking it for America. You need to find out who writing it. It's like, hey, I've already done this entire thing in my head.
I did not realize that this movie was
fan fiction.
I didn't realize it was Korean.
Yeah, that was one of the movies I saw like a year and a half after Hypno recommended it, and I was like, oh man, I wish I'd seen this as soon as he said it. This shit was dope.
It was dope. I cried. Anybody else cried? I cried. Y'all ain't cry? I cried.
That's crazy.
It takes a lot for me. It takes a lot for one thug tear to fall down my eye.
Nah, son, to see everything that dude went through. Nah, that shit didn't sit well with me at the end. It was more so like one of those. Can't believe this shit, man. That motherfucker. Like that's all I was saying throughout the whole end of that movie.
I felt bad for old boy, like fighting to save his girl. Like I was like, oh man, nah, like all that, and then yeah, that shit was hard. Man. That shit was hard to watch at some point. We laughing because Showtime ain't seen it.
Yeah, that's right, the 8.
I'm about to say the bad part is that's actually probably what I would give it.
We gotta make just a list of movies just for you to watch, man.
Hey, we need to do a double toasted. Showtime ain't seen shit.
Showtime ain't seen shit.
We call Showtime.
We need to do.
This nigga. That was weird. I wanted to do the Michael Scott shit. I probably wouldn't have got that.
Oh man, but we
good idea.
We should do streaming parties with movies.
That'd be dope.
Like, cause I mean, technically, yeah.
Like Mystery.
That boy had a
I know.
You can't get copyrighted for that, can you?
You can. So
you
what?
Show
so what other? Yeah, I was about to say. So what other?
Can't you show it?
You gotta.
Nah.
Do
so what other places? Yeah,
it, right?
like what other places do? They'll like tell you we start at this time, and then they'll press play on the movie, and then the whole thing is if you own the movie, you watch it, and you all just kind of do commentary at the same time. Mm-hmm. So they can't see our screen, but they should be watching it at home with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like which I mean. Who hasn't had 2 videos up at the same time
Have y'all
before?
done reaction videos yet?
To like movies or?
We do trailer reaction movies all the time.
Y'all should. YouTube, the guy who gets stung. Y'all should do reaction videos.
The guy who gets what?
Some dude that just keeps getting stung by different insects and he tells you how he feels. I can't stand that dumb shit.
We know what's gonna happen.
Side note, Deadly is not looking good for your team right now.
Spoiler alert.
Oh man.
He'd be like, "Oh man, this Kawasaki beetle, it stings really bad and it burns, but it doesn't burn as bad as the sangria red ant." Like what?
Ooh, disappeared.
Yeah, I think I took it off sports mode. That's probably
okay.
why.
I'm like, hold up, the ball was vanishing. What the fuck?
Sports mode.
What kind of bullshit? Hey, go ahead.
It's a sports mode? What? Oh, you didn't know this? You probably got it on your TV.
You probably do, though.
My bad, my TV would have served as lemonade, but I forgot to fill it up. It serves lemonade.
It's slipping TV. You don't ever go through the
what else?
on your TV?
Yes, I can assure you, I don't have a sports mode on my TV.
I go to my
like Vivid.
Yeah, you probably got one.
Cinema.
You probably do.
Yeah. All right, last thing, and then we can end it. Let's do this Kingdom trailer jank real quick, and then we can all be on our way. Cause I know some
good content right here.
Once we can get more focused, we'll be a lot better. Like
you are pretty much just kicking it with the Kings today.
Yeah, like I feel like today was just really just more so of a let's all just catch up. Once we like do this more often, and we create topics. I'm gonna have topics up on the board. Be like, have written up in the thing all red. No rabbit holes, nigga.
It's gonna happen. One thing leads to another.
Good
I'm
catch.
walk up in that jank like Huey and stop with all the goddamn rabbit holes. Have some goddamn sense.
Speaking of Huey,
All right, let's do this Kingdom real quick.
Close his mouth, boy.
You had me at zombies for real.
I figured.
I thought it was.
I said zombies.
You did, but I was thinking Red Dead when I seen that damn.
That's because he said Red Dead.
When?
They had zombies.
Didn't you say Red Dead as soon as I pulled it up?
I don't remember
Somebody
saying
said Red Dead. I remember that.
that. Ouch.
Them nice and fast. Oh. Was they in the
Is this
water?
a movie or a TV show?
TV show.
Was they in the water?
Netflix got that fire, man.
Was it zombies
January
in the water?
25th.
Look like it.
Like,
Yeah,
so
look.
you can't swim away?
Y'all let me know how that.
I think they was running in it. I think they was running.
It didn't show me anything.
Show me enough.
Makes
I
me
mean, it's
wanna
a zombie
watch
movie.
it.
What do they, I mean, it's a zombie TV show. What really do they need to show you?
I'm interested. I'll add
He
this
said it.
on this.
It's just now zombies
I don't
back
think
in
I seen
old
right,
Chinese
in the Far
times.
East, I don't think I seen zombies.
It's-
in that type of shit.
Who said zombies have to just be a 2015 type thing? Zombies could have happened whenever.
And you wouldn't want to see Asian people versus zombies with swords?
Nah.
Nah.
I still
Nah.
didn't watch season 2 of Westworld.
Wait, weren't you the same person who thought World War Z was a good movie?
I thought it was a decent movie.
I thought Train to
I don't-
Busan was.
To be honest,
what,
I
World War
fell
shit.
asleep doing it, and I just didn't finish it, so I just read the end of it. I was like,
I thought it was
I
decent.
didn't think I was gonna
I
like it.
totally took myself out the movie when the dude tripped and shot himself in the head. And I was like, oh, this movie's gonna be like this. Comical.
I'm
I got it.
20 days, 28 weeks, Dawn of the Dead. I love zombies.
Oh, and then I took myself
gotta
out the
rewatch
movie
20
again when
Days
Brad
Later.
Pitt survived that plane crash. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this
That's probably where I fell asleep. 'Cause
this
I was
isn't
like,
going to
I'm
be
done with
serious
this.
at all.
He had
I got it.
plot armor.
Oh, did he?
You know, because story.
Yeah, exactly. And then he joined up with Doctor Who.
Well, I'm interested.
That's a show I can never stay with.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Maybe past the first episode.
You know what it is?
You gotta watch the right doctor. That's what.
It
That's all
started
it
really
is.
good with them the plastic
Mannequins.
mannequin things, and then it went downhill. I was like, oh.
He's
he
talking
was-
about the first
So
episode.
he was watching the one
of-
with the dude.
That came out
He
The
was watching the
Ninth
one with
Doctor.
the huh?
He's the ninth Doctor.
Yeah, the one with the dude from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Rose. Was that
When the
her name?
series first rebooted itself.
Yeah, with Rose.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I understand.
This is gonna be good.
I understand you Hypno because I was the exact same. I was the exact same way. But then he told me to skip ahead to get to the 11th Doctor, and that's when it got so much better.
11 seasons later,
Nah, it's
I don't
like.
know the premise of what's going on.
Oh wait, that was like 11 seasons later.
It's
It was a long time because Tenet had them reigns for a long time.
Skip that many seasons.
I mean, the show's been on since the 60s.
No, the whole reboot of the series is great. It's just that for your particular watching pattern, you should start
So
with 11.
the thing of it is because there's different doctors. There's just somewhere like his personality changes.
Right.
Like so, there's just some actors who just don't do a good job at it.
Yeah.
Because it's a woman playing it right now.
Yeah, it's a woman playing it right now. The person that played beforehand, I really didn't like, so I stopped watching the show.
Definitely wasn't my doctor.
Yeah, he was like more old school born.
Jessica Jones was born, right?
Yeah, he was
he
10.
was the 10th Doctor.
Arguably the best.
You think I say
Arguably. 11th is my doctor.
Yeah, 11th is the one.
10.
11th is the one I like the most.
Yeah.
Back down the rabbit
Anyway,
hole.
so
I told you, no.
Hypno said yes to Kingdom.
Yes.
We already know Nightmare like zombies. I'm definitely probably going to watch that all in one weekend.
I probably won't watch this.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Showtime ain't singing shit, so Showtime ain't going to watch it.
I gotta change his name from Showtime.
I'm just saying, close quarters fighting with zombies. I'm not that interested in watching it.
What? That sounds amazing.
I'll pass. It sounds like a lot of casualties. That's what it sounds like.
Fighting with zombies. Think of like the raid with zombies.
I can't wait for that Raid 3.
Yep.
The Bammers that they was fighting might as well have been zombies. They were just killing for the fodder.
After whatever movie that's about to come out or just came out that he was doing.
The Raid
Now he should work on it.
1 and 2.
Okay.
Yes, that's my favorite martial arts. Raid 2.
I might have to.
For the action, I would say the Raid 2. For runtime, I'd rather watch the Raid. Because the Raid 2 was good, but sometimes like that whole that undercover story, there was a lot of times it was like a lot of slow parts, and I was like,
there was a lot of times where the pacing of the movie
there was
was
a
slow.
lot of times where it was
impossible to top the first one.
That's why I said action. That's why I said action wise. If all I did was
And that fight in the kitchen was super fire.
Yeah, if all I did was turn on the Raid 2 and go to all the action scenes, dope. But if I had to watch a movie from beginning to end, I'm not gonna want to sit like when he's with the dude sitting at the little the little karaoke lounge or the little whorehouse or whatnot. And he was just like crying about how his father don't give him no respect. I was like, this is like 7 minutes of time I really didn't need.
I get the story that they were building up, but it's just like the pacing was just like. Hey, look.
It wasn't that when there wasn't action, the story in between wasn't that great.
I'm more so of a.
That was so far between. Like you got that every 5 minutes, like not every 5 minutes. When it did happen, it lasted
For
like 5 minutes.
The movie was like 2.5 hours. I felt it. I went to go see Aquaman and I didn't feel like it was 2.5 hours. I felt it in the Raid 2. What? Raid 2? I seen it about 3-4 times.
I've seen about 3 times.
Like best believe I own it, so I definitely see it. It's just
I'm a 6 C's guy.
Whenever I tell someone they need to see the Raid or the Raid 2, I always show them either the scene from the Raid when they fight when it's the 3 dudes left fighting
Mad Dog.
Fighting the drug dealers on that one
with all that
where they like cooking up the coke.
Yeah.
I show them that, and when I
fight on the train,
and when I want to show them something dope from the Raid 2, I show them. I normally go to when it was like Mad Dog in the club. Or I go to when he gets in the car and he drives to the club, like right after they killed the other agent.
It was so many
When he ran that car and ran that nigga into the wall, or he was like taking the little rafters and throwing them down on niggas. I was like, dog.
You could the very first fucking fight in the damn bathroom. Dog.
I know that the night comes for us. Comes for us is just.
I think of that movie.
Sorry. I'm a 6 C's fan. I don't think Headshot was not better than.
I'd never finished Headshot.
No, Headshot was not better than Night Comes for Us.
I don't know the way Headshot started off, dog. That shit was.
Did you see The Night Comes for Us?
I seen part of it. I haven't seen.
I'm not part of it. Did you see The Night Comes for Us?
If I'm judging the opening of one versus the opening of another right now, Headshot is head. I seen about the same. Kung Fu Killer was good. That was the Don Yen. Yeah, that was Don Yen. Yeah, like I sat back one day and I rewatched his whole Ip Man series.
I didn't see the last one.
Is it Ip Man or is it? It is Ip Man.
Yes, like when they said that, I thought they were saying Ip, so that's what I've been calling it. Yeah, that was dope. Look, I'm over here talking about one more trailer and then we're done. And all right. A couple of these fools got to go to work. Some of them need to rest up. I ain't got shit to do because I'm off on weekends. But the chaos is nothing but Kingz, nothing but love. This shit was fun. I'm so happy we was able to do this. I can't wait till we do this again.
It's about to be an exciting new year for everybody.
Yep. It's like we got business that we left in 2018, and we got some new shit we started in 2019. That's all. That's what it's all about.
Get back King, baby.
KBK. Yep. Like always, I am King Phenom. Like on behalf of my host Kingz Showtime and also our special guest, hopefully more frequent, regular occurring series regulars, Showtime.